All the dead bodies dropping to the floor. Oh my god, I fucking shat myself. I don't even want to see what my facial expression was like. I was like, what is that noise? Why is my everything exploding?
I like it.
It's so tall. Why is the main body of it so fucking tall?
Head is massive forehead. Let's look for a way out. It's not that door. Oh wait, what? We have double jump? It's firing the fucking gun. Perfect. Absolute perfection, no notes. Watch me absolutely execute this poor man. Oh shit. Ooh, we might overcook this. Might spot the battery here. Ah! Oh man, we twatted that barrier so fucking hard. Fuck me. Damn, son. Damn. These sell slaves here, Miranda. These sell slaves. Poke at Postcrow. Look at that, you little cheapskate. Oh, just no! Nothing! Wompa! Absolute king. Cunt wompa.
I gotta get my samples unless you got them.
I've got your samples. Oh, you landed right on my head!
God damn it!
Oh my god.
It's okay, Himmel, I got the samples.
Ooh, fuck dick! Ah! Yeah, KJ, Tyler threw me away. I can't. Oh god, what the fuck? Can you hear me? Are you able to sound for us? I can't! Wait, where am I?
Just say so.
No, go forward, go forward. You can see me.
But I'm looking down at the box.
Yeah, but he could. Okay, okay. Just because you can't see.
I mean that I couldn't see like
That's why I'm saying.
I'm looking down and they can't see me. Obviously.
That's why
You lose sight of people that gone forever. That's how I work.
That's how I work, girl, to be honest with you. Then beat him the blood. Here we go. Now we're available for whatever comes next. What the fuck is this? What is this? Like, what is this shit show of a traffic situation? I am not dealing with this. I am absolutely not dealing with this. Fuck that. Do it. Do what? Change music? What the fuck? So yeah, you can get a carbine, a cattleman, gun oil, and ammo. The guns are really
Holy shit.
yeah.
$75 for a car!
$75 for a cattleman.
That's painful. That's horribly painful.
I didn't see anything this way.
Oh no, there's a mimic. I just heard my own voice.
Oh no!
it's fine. So yeah, this is a small train, so I'll just be at the back of the train. I can tell this is the back of the train. Just shoot on the front. Or you did again.
I'm really not good at staying alive.
Take a seat, Hibble. No, never. You will never find me sitting into control. What? I've been shoved on the fucking train. Well, that's my one wall.
Good night.
I'm out.
Why are you placing planks when the RV's past the planks?
Sideways. Oh no.
Oh no! Oh no! Yeah, you're right. So we're going to... Oh! I wasn't expecting to turn around that man walking into the fucking way. The fuck? Why is this smoke? I'm trying to pick the lock. Shit. Fucking hell. I've got PvP on. Back away. Oh, there's a man in there. Oh god, he looks like a fucking Gestapo. Okay. That's a hard jacks from me, dog. I don't know why. I don't want to be buying a train ticket from anybody in a black leather trench coat. Did he just fucking... Did anyone else see that? Did anyone else just see the man that absolutely just fucking Supermaned into space? What the fuck? Da 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 da. I just wanna set the world on fire.
Okay, time for us to go.
Aw, but I just set the world on fire.
Congratulations, I'll give you a cookie, but we gotta go.
Nah, bet. You give me a cookie right now or I'm not coming.
I can't hear you.
Seen cruise ships respond quicker, but somehow you got him.
Fucking ground. Whoa, fuck. Ah, shit. Right in the way. Okay, if I can keep from. Okay, GG is over there.
Oh, nice.
Oh, it's just no.
Gnomes are the issue. Gnomes are the issue.
Oh, fuck you into...
Oh, I hope I hit it. I hope I hit it in time.
You motherfucker got a dick pocket. Fuck you. Y'all's a bunch of fucking bitches. You realize that? Fuck you.
I'm used to you wearing a big jacket.
Well, I got the big jacket. It's around here somewhere. Oh, darn.
You okay? Let's actually just put down. Oh, yellow flags. Oh. Oh, no.
There looks to be Lewis Hamilton involved in that.
Hamilton? Oh, that's my car. Yeah, that's my car. Oh, what did Hamilton do to my car? Oh, he fucked it. He fucking fucked it. Alrighty, hello everybody. Sorry. Oh, hang on, we're still in the we're still in the sim racing. No, yeah, we're still in the sim racing setup. Hang on, you're gonna see my face for a little minute here, and boom, there we go. All right, welcome to OutBRK, folks. A little bit of a change of plans for us today. I was out visiting my family, and it overran. Okay, it overran. So I said that we were going to start at 8:30, and then that overran. And so here we are. So the original plan for today was to play some more of James Bond, but you know, arguably we're down to just like kind of 2 and a bit hours of streaming. I don't really want to go much past midnight tonight, so it's a little bit too little time to do that. So we're gonna do some OutBRK instead, which is actually possibly a good thing, because now looking at my stream log, I realized that we haven't done any OutBRK at all since February, which, unless my stream log is mistaken, is quite a long time for me to go without doing, you know, without doing an OutBRK stream. So yeah, interesting that, isn't it? So welcome in. Noswolf, you say you have got Earl Grey hot. Alright, calm down, Captain Picard. Let's see here. So we have 3 missions that we didn't complete. So we're halfway through this one to get 30 pictures of optimal rating. And we have to get a probe with winds of over 150 kilometers an hour. And we have to drive for 100 kilometers. Why are we suddenly in kilometers? Why are we not using miles? Today's been one of those days that you just want to forget. Oh no, Noswolf, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I hope everything's okay. Sounds... I've been having a shit time of it recently. Yeah. Oh, well. For the next couple of hours you can chill and watch some tornadoes. If you want, I'll take extra long breaks so you can see some intermission clips. I still determine. I'm still like, I still wonder if one day I can just do an entire like stream of just those clips, and I just never play anything. You do videos of them, I suppose. Visit 2 funerals, so yeah. Oh, Noswolf, I'm so sorry. A tough day. A tough time it has been recently. Oh dear. Well, I won't, you know. Wait, hang on. Oh, this has changed. The group chase. Drain to the limit, but let's have fun. Yeah, you're home now. Now's the time to kind of chill out a bit, I suppose. Is this in game modes now? Oh, it is. Solo chase. Here we go. This is what we want. So, there hasn't been any major mods since changes since last time that we streamed this. The dev team is still working towards the big vegetation update that is coming, with an enhanced weather model in the works as well. But there's no clear timeline on when that is going to come, although the vegetation update, the devs say, is hopefully due out. They say it's very nearly ready for to be pushed out. So hopefully, potentially by the end of June, we will perhaps see the vegetation update come out for the game. Hopefully, yeah. I'm definitely looking forward to, like, when the updated weather model comes out. I think we'll probably end up playing a fuck ton of this. But let's get our weather hat on. Oh. Okay. Oh, that seems to be moving slower. Huh. Okay, so straight away we have very overcast skies. The weather situation is we have isolated rain-producing clouds all the way through here, but we have a supercell in progress over Fort City, and I think the Net Weather Service is warning us of another supercell forming south of St. John's. In terms of a velocity profile, there is nothing rotating there yet, although we can see it's starting to get a little bit turbulent to the north end of Fort City. Looking at the wind situation, we have strong high-level winds. Is that... Yeah. Okay, so we have strong high-level winds. There's a little bit of turbulence here just over Fort City that's giving rise to some helicity. And then we have a low-level direction change and speed change, which is going to give rise to... it's going to give rise to some wind shear. So... in terms of these, I think we probably want to try and get over to Prairie Hills. This is going to be a bit of a shit one to intercept. Looking at the rain core... So although this one up to the north looks, well, to our southeast, this one looks angry, but this one actually has the stronger rain core. So I think we actually probably want to position ourselves maybe south of Bakersfield. That does give us some flexibility for getting through to Prairie Hills. The only problem is that we're on the north side of the storm, and your tornadoes are likely going to be on the south side of the storm, so let's get a wasson. Lump. Alright, headlights, and let's get the warning lights on because we are a living, breathing warning sign. Okay, so how do we get there is the only thing. So Westport is a right and then a left, and already we're getting a little bit of rain. Speaking of tornado games, I've been testing out some of the updates to Tornado Research and Rescue, which, if you remember, is a game that I think we've only actually played it the once on stream. But now that the solo developer of that game has finished with his studies, he's kind of rebuilding the game from the ground up. And it has actually bet, he has bet OutBRK to functional multi-vortex tornadoes. So I was checking out some of the updates there. The new version is quite unpolished, so I wouldn't stream it yet. But it's definitely got some cool changes in the works. That's the grass. We don't want to be on the grass. The trouble with not having like a co-driver of this is I kind of have to like tab and drive in order to see the map and see what we're doing. Alright, let's try and get down here. So at the moment there is no tornado warnings on the field, and the Weather Service has rescinded the severe thunderstorm warning for this supercell down here. Alright, let's try and bisect this. So I was learning from another weather forecaster some of the kind of terminology they use in storm chasing. Let's see if we'll end up talking about them at the minute. Okay, need a little bit more window wiper than that. This game seems oddly quiet. Or maybe my hearing's just gone incredibly damaged. So we're on the outskirts of this supercell here. At the minute, I genuinely think this supercell is likely to be, although the weather warning has rescinded for it. Look at that. This has got more rotation than this one to it. Although the rain core of this one is starting to pick up a little bit over here. What we'll do instead, I think we're going to hold this road. We're going to get down to this junction here that I've just picked on the map. And we'll make a decision whether we follow this supercell to my southwest or this supercell to the east. I still think the supercell to the southwest has just a little bit more in it. Okay, maybe not. Everything I just said has just disappeared in the velocity profile. Alright, I think we've got a lot of driving ahead of us. I think we need to get ahead of this storm. So what we'll do... We'll do the what I like to call the metagaming turn. Oh, never mind, because I did it way too late. So this game doesn't let you drive very fast on off-road territory, but you also don't lose control when you go off-road either. Or you can, I guess, but if you're careful about it, you don't lose control with it. So what you can do is you can drive on the grass to slow yourself down better than the brakes ahead of a turn coming up. Yeah, okay, this looks like it might actually be starting to dissipate. Yeah, okay, alright, what the fuck? Why is everything in kilometers an hour? Hang on, settings. Metric. There we go. I can work in metric, but it just feels weird for an American tornado chasing game to be in metric, you know? Okay, let's get to it. So there's no particularly ominous shapes forming, although this does look like it's trying to do something angry, so I want to get north of Prairie Hills. Although we've done well, actually, I was going to say we've done a lot of driving, we haven't particularly. I think, if not this time, this might go tornado warned within the next 2 turns. Okay, so we are out of the... We're out of this. So there is a little bit of rotation in here, and you could argue it's maybe that this is an RFD trying to form a little bit of a hook shape. So I would say this situation to the north has now developed into something a bit angry. So, let's head to Prairie Hills, we'll restock our fuel, try and not crash on the way there, because that would not be good. Which I don't really need to refuel. I don't need to refuel, but it's probably sensible to, because then that just keeps us out of harm's way for a couple more minutes. Grabbing fuel! Oh, fuck. Okay. Refueling. So, what is the mesocyclone? So we're kind of mid-green into mid-red. So the mesocyclone spinning about 20... that's just refueled. About 20 meters per second, so 5. So there's a rotation of about 50 miles an hour going on there. Yeah, I'm gonna need to get some driving tunes on. Now that we're not in the rain, it sounds weirdly quiet. Okay, now interestingly, it actually looks like this has just weakened a little bit. So instead of being quite tight, it looks like it's just opened up quite a fair bit. There is still rotation there, but it's kind of become a bit too turbulent. There is a tornado warning brewing here for sure, but I'm not going to chase this one because it's going to go off the map pretty quick. Looks like we maybe have two areas to the southwest that might be trying to organize. There's quite a tight band of rotation in here. What does that look like on reflectivity? So there's a tiny supercell just directly to our west. I think it's this one here. So you can see it's not very big, but it's quite... It is quite tight. And then this one to the south... Yeah, there we go. So that's gone tornado warned. So let's about face and try and get into position to intercept that one. So yeah, that kind of strengthens quite quickly. So no clear sign of a hook. So if that's your core of your supercell, it's got kind of a weird shaped rear flank downdraft. But it does have quite a tight area of rotation, which is pretty conductive to tornado genesis. So let's get to the other side of Prairie Hills and see if we can't spot something. The only issue is that the roads are quite wobbly, so an intercept might be a little bit challenging, and I don't want to do this. So one tornado warning on the field. Let's get to the high ground. Let's get off the grass, and we'll see if it's actively doing anything. I can't see any clear signs of it, but then it's probably actually over this way. So it's kind of directly in front of us. Let's just get to the junction and see what it is that we're looking at here. Oh, no, never mind. There's a tornado. Couldn't see it until I turned my window wipers on. Okay, so there is our little danger noodle. So we have a tornado down on the ground. Okay, there we go. So now that it's had a couple of turns to cycle up, you can now start to see that rear flank downdraft try to take on that like classic hook shape. And so that mezzo is spinning, what are we, kind of bright green into mid-red. So 30... yeah, okay, that's fine. So, it is heading north. So, we do have some wiggle room. Let's just keep on the reflectivity profile here. I have to be careful because if I go into the core, we're going to lose sight of it. So you can see already it's just that little bit harder to see a hold of. This poor grain silo is maybe about to get munched. So it is still heading up to our right. Now we're in a bit of a dangerous situation here, because it's coming towards us. It has quite a low ground speed though. Okay, we're now within the tornado warned area. Let's just try and cut forward for a little bit. So I reckon it's probably about here. I might be pushing northward just a little bit. So I think here might be an interesting place to see about an intercept. How are we looking? Okay, that would have been good, but I think it's actually... you can tell by the... So winds are pushing the funnel over to the right, and the bottom is just kind of waiting to catch up. So I think we need to be a little bit further in just now, but we need to be careful, because it is starting to get pretty close. So I think here we're going to cut our losses and run. Yeah. It doesn't have a high ground speed, but remember this could strengthen into a monster like that. Might actually just be fizzling out, to be honest with you. Go for a bit of a reverse. So its ground speed is quite slow. So we can now see it. I'm pretty sure I have this somewhere still set up. Oh, maybe not. I'm sure I had a button for it somewhere. Interesting. Yeah, okay, so it looked like it was getting close. So the probe has not reached tornadic speed. So actually we did get a capture, so we are going to get some points for that at least. I could have sworn I had a button for this. Where would it be? It would definitely be under here. New tornado warning issued, so Prairie Hills is now going to a tornado warning. Let's go pick up our probe and we'll see. So it looks like we were 70 feet away from the core of the tornado that was very, very small on the ground, like literally just a few meters wide. Ow, my flesh. Yeah, dang. Alright, let's get back in here. Nothing else has gone tornado warned. Okay, so where is this tornado? Technically speaking, we could probably get into a good intercept point up there. So let's push there. So long as it continues with having a low ground speed. Okay, so we only got 2,800 points for that. After this chase is done, I'm going to recreate that little button that I had that allowed me to actually show you guys the tablet. I'm aware it's hidden by the stream a little bit just now. So you're probably here heading... I think where I've got this map pip is a good place for an intercept. Although the problem that I've got is that the tornado is just so weak right now that I need to be precise. Otherwise it ain't gonna go. Alright, let's handbrake it. Hell yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, that's heading right for us. Ow, my flesh. Oh, and it's starting to pick up strength. So it's now condensed all the way to the ground. Let's actually get out of here. Okay. So, tornado is 600 feet away. 50-mile-an-hour winds. 60. Remember, 150 kilometers an hour is what our achievement is. It's 300 meters away from the probe. We're going into the zoomed-in view. So we missed it. We were just a little bit shy. So the closest pass of the tornado was 100 feet away with a maximum speed of 106 miles an hour. So let's do the math real quick. So 150 kilometers an hour divided by 5 is 30 times 3, 90. That might actually do us for that mission. Because 150 kilometers an hour is ballpark 90 miles an hour. And our mission was only to get 150 kilometers. So 106 is gonna be, let's see, 35 times 5. So yeah, 175 kilometers an hour was the capture we just got there. So that's actually a fairly sizable tornado. And it's heading straight for Prairie Hills, so they'll need to buckle the fuck up. So this is what's called a hook slice that we're doing just now. So this is one of the maneuvers that I've kind of been learning from tornado terminology. And a hook slice is basically where you drive kind of like through the the hook one way or the other. New tornado warning issued. Ooh. Ooh, that's interesting. So the Storm Center is forecasting that this tornado is going to take a hard right. I actually possibly going through Prairie Hills. And it's quite a bit of a monster. Well, this might not be good. So you hear the sirens at Prairie Hills. And there it is. Oh yeah, that is large and in charge. And it's got quite a high ground speed now, so that's a problem. That is a industry-wide problem. Okay, I'm kind of worried about this. So the tornado is actually just in front of us. That was a crash. That's not going to help us at all. I wonder... This place is so shit to chase tornadoes on. I think we're going to need to let the tornado maybe like cross the road in front of us. It just depends. We could try and race it a little bit. Oh my god, no, this is moving. The tornado's here. Okay, so the tornado... Okay, we've missed the intercept. The tornado's got such a high ground speed now. It doesn't look like it's actually caused any damage in the town, though. I think it will have passed... Oh, it might have actually caused some damage in the northern end. So there's the debris well, the ground signature right in front of us. Damn, son. Damn. Actually, it's only 14 seconds. Let's just... So, I can't see any damaged houses, which is a good thing. Oh my god, okay. It's trying to go wedge on us. To be fair, I don't think they've actually implemented wedges yet. Not true wedges, anyway. The best that you can get is, like, a really fat stovepipe. But yeah, like, this is over here already. This has got a terrifying ground speed. Okay, so the maneuver we're about to do now is called a core punch. So we're going to punch into the core and then out again. And the reason why this is so dangerous in tornado chasing is the reflectivity shows the intensity of the rain. So the more intense it is, the less visibility that we have. And there does quite easily come a point where you just cannot see a tornado that you're potentially driving towards because it is so so obscured by rain. So yeah, like now if we were to like stop here and try and find that tornado, I can't see it, and it's a monster. So it could change direction and go straight towards us, so we could drive into it and we would never know it's there. God, that ground speed is fucking terrifying. Holy shit. Okay, I think we're going to intercept over here. Let's get out the core, let's get ahead of this storm and just see if we can achieve an intercept. I predict it's going to be where I've just put this little map pip down. But we might need to get closer towards Eastern Falls in order to get up or down. I can almost see like the debris through the rain. Oh yeah, it's right next to us. Dang, it's there. I wonder if it's worth just taking a little pull over here and trying to assess where it's going, because we might be able to use this junction to get into a good intercept position. Okay, here's the junction. Alright, what we're working with. Oh yeah, fucker, that thing is a monster. So at the moment it's actually heading more to the right. So let's get on this road and we're gonna start reversing up it just a little ways. So the ground speed looks like it's come down, but then the trouble when it gets this big is it becomes incredibly hard to assess these things. It's still heading behind us. Okay, it's now crossing the road, so I think this is the last chance we're gonna have for this. Oh, that is a mean looking stovepipe. So this is what in nautical terminology you call CBDR, constant distance, decreasing range. It is heading straight, sorry, CBDR, constant bearing, decreasing range. It is heading straight for us. And so if two things are moving, oh, it's actually slightly to the right. Its ground speed has come down a lot. Alright, let's just try and get a banging intercept with this, because we've got the time for it. So we'll go here, and we'll just do one more verification that this isn't changing. Oh, hang on, it just changed. Yeah, okay. We need to go back to our original position here. So it just had a very, very slight change of direction. When you play this game enough, you know what to kind of look for with it. Oh, it's actually changing. Yeah, okay. So it is now changing direction again. We might miss this intercept, but it's too close. This is our only shot. Okay, so wind speed's at 60 miles an hour. Let's see. Okay. So we're just gonna get the heck out of Dodge. Okay, we got so close to that we were in F1 tornado speeds. Okay, we are safe now. Woohoo! That thing's there. Okay, so the core is about to pass directly overhead, so 150 miles an hour. So 300 miles an hour is basically like you're nearly guaranteed. Okay, so it deflected to the south, so we're lucky we got out. We missed the core by 50 feet. We had a maximum wind speed of 200 miles an hour, so that's a strong bar. Actually, I have to be careful because it's got such a slow ground speed. We're still dangerously close to it here. Okay, so you can see it has now got quite significant wind shear in it, so it is going to start changing speed and direction quite significantly. So that's not going to be an optimal probe, unfortunately, but it is still going to be good. Oh, no, it's roping out. Never mind. Bye-bye, tornado. Let's go behind it, see what we get. So that gets us 8,300 points. So we're kind of doing it in steps. So we did 2,000, and then we did 4,500. Now we're 8,300. However, it looked like the tornado might have been trying to rope out. Let's try and see here. So there is still a good velocity couplet. I'll tell you what though. There is another velocity couplet over there, so... There is a chance this tornado could be trying to cycle. So it's weakened significantly. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it's weakened significantly, but there is another area of like quite tight rotation up here, and that is in the cyclonic position. So most tornadoes are anti-cyclonic here. They kind of go in an anti-clockwise direction, and there is quite a strong velocity couplet here. I genuinely can't remember. Actually, I'll tell you what, I'm lying to you because that hook shape has just reformed like a motherfucker, so it is not trying to cycle, it is probably going to re-strengthen. So we've kind of come up here, so I reckon we'll probably be about here. Oh, game just crashed? Nope, okay, that was weird. Never had that before with this game. So yeah, I think this tornado might have just gone what you refer to as a drill bit. So very, very low surface area, but incredibly intense. I know twin tornadoes are a thing in this game at the minute, but I don't actually know if cyclonic tornadoes are a thing. Oh, fuck your stop sign. Because sometimes if a supercell is powerful enough, you can actually get you can get a anti-cyclonic tornado and a cyclonic tornado. Cyclonic tornadoes are typically weaker than anti-cyclonic tornadoes in the northern hemisphere anyway. But that doesn't mean they can't be strong. I think the strongest rated confirmed cyclonic tornado is EF4 rated, I think, if memory serves me correctly. So it's rare, but they can get incredibly powerful. And arguably the cyclonic velocity couplet is a lot stronger than the anticyclonic one at the minute, and indeed the funnel isn't actually condensed all the way to the ground anymore. So it kind of gets to about here, and then it's not condensed. Okay, so we've missed the intercept here. Our best option, I reckon, will be to try and get up into Mountainton and see what it does. How are we doing for velocities? So because we're so close to the radar station, I don't actually know if we can see it from here. No, it's just over to the south. It's probably behind that tree line there. But as you get closer and closer to the radar station, it gets more and more distorted. Your kind of radar picture, which can make it a little bit hard to track these things. And now it's moving away again. You can see we've got a much clearer velocity couplet. So it's still in that kind of like drill bit position. The issue I have is that this is just so hard to chase going up into the mountains. We have a choice here. We can either head west now or continue going north. I don't think it has a very fast ground speed. Oh, do you know it has a lightning fast ground speed? Holy shit. Yeah, okay, it's actually a lot faster than I thought it was. Okay, next possible intercept point I reckon is going to be up here. So I think it's actually halfway over there already though. So you can see this distortion makes it really hard to work out where the hook actually is. So we can see it a bit better here. Okay, so it might just be, I think it's about here. So I think what we'll do is we'll head west onto this dirt road here and see if we can't find ourselves in a good intercept position. It might be deflecting too far to the north, but possibly worth a look. Now the difficulty here is we are kind of on the outskirts of the core. So I can see a little bit of a ground signature. No value. Okay. And it roped out. Okay. So this is a very vulnerable... hang on, what was that? Oh, no. Okay. So the tornado roped out. So that might be the end of this supercell producing tornadoes. Or it might be cycling, and if it cycles, that's dangerous because we're theoretically right underneath the place where a new tornado might come down. So what we'll do is we'll try and get out of the core a little bit onto the main road, and we'll make a decision based on what we see. And if I could stop going off-road, that would be absolutely fucking fantastic. Okay, what are we dealing with here? So, no signs of any funnel clouds, no signs of any tornadoes. Cloud is still bubbling away over there. This area here actually looks quite interesting. So this is down over here. I have a weird feeling this might be trying to strengthen into a little something something, because there's a good velocity couplet here. What is that? That is 35. So that's a mesocyclone that's rotating at almost tornadic speeds. Howdy, long time no see. What game is this? I see it's called OutBRK. Yeah. So this is OutBRK. This is a tornado chasing simulator. I hope you're keeping well. I wish I had a tornado to show you, but it actually just roped out. So we're just waiting to see. There is a storm system that's over here that looks like it might be trying to strengthen into a little something something. So we're just waiting to see if it does. There is also a storm system to the south side of the map that might go a little bit angry. What's the cape situation? Okay, yeah, okay, there's a reasonable cape situation still. So yeah, we'll see if this does anything, and then we'll reposition to the south. This game, Drift, is the it's kind of like the nerdiest. Yeah, they've made a couple actually. There was one that was kind of like started, but then it kind of, the devs abandoned it. But there's two that are still in active development. There's this one, which is OutBRK. OutBRK is more sciencey, so it literally just gives you some weather tools, and it says go find tornadoes. So it will tell you where the tornadoes are going to be, but if you don't know how to predict where they are going to be, then they are, it will, like, you're going to struggle to be in the right place. You're always going to be in the chasing game. It is still in early access, so they might end up doing tutorials and things on what to look for chasing tornadoes, but it definitely is the more advanced of the two tornado chasing kind of games that are out there. The other one is Tornado Research and Rescue, which is only by a single developer, so the updates are kind of fewer and far between, but that's currently going through a bit of a rewrite, and it's set in like the 1980s kind of vibe. So you need to know what you're looking for. Yes and no. The game will tell you where your tornadoes are going to be. Like, in the simplest form, a tornado... So for new players, basically, a tornado will never ever spawn without a severe thunderstorm warning. So that's what these yellow boxes are. It will issue a tornado warning when a tornado is going to happen, basically. It can happen that you can get tornado warnings without tornadoes. It is quite rare, but you will never, no, sorry. It's quite rare for you to get a tornado warning, but then no tornadoes, although it can sometimes happen, but you will never get a tornado warning without a severe thunderstorm warning. So basically, as a new player, you could see, okay, well, they tell me that I either want to be at this storm system, but I can't chase that because that's off the map. So I could do this one, because that's quite convenient for me to get to. You know, this one here, and then it, you know, it'll go tornado warn. So there's now been a tornado warning issued for Mount Tainton, which is up the road this way. We can't see anything, but it is quite rainy. And we've got some time to kill before this one does. Is there like missions? So there's no story. This is much more of a sim than that. There's no story, but there is like daily challenges and things. So I think mine's, we'll look at them in a little bit, but mine, okay, I didn't want to turn that way. Mines are to upload a probe with at least 90 miles an hour of wind speeds, which we've done because we caught a monster tornado this chase. Take 30 pictures and drive for 60 miles, I think, are my 3 missions that I have. There's also like the weekly chase, which is like a challenge kind of mode, but you have to do that online, and I typically do it solo. Oh, hang on a minute. I see debris over there, so there's a tiny little noodle in the works. So yeah, there's a tiny little tornado over there, but it's too obscured by the rain for us. The difficulty that we've got is that we can get up to Mount Tainton, but we can't chase it further than it is just now, although it's about to actually hit the town itself, so there might be some damages. Let's see from the data. This chase is going to be getting close to ending though, so if you want to see kind of how to apply the like more complicated signs behind it, I can show you that in like maybe like 5 minutes when the next chase begins. It is condensed, but it's just so fucking misty up here that I can't fucking see anything. I'm trying to work out if it's actually entered into the town or not without taking my eyes off the road, because you know that I'm prone to crashing quite a lot. Is the damage scale pretty good? Yeah, the damage scale is pretty good. If it's a very small tornado, you'll see it like you'll see it move the trees, but it won't really do too much. Oh, so there it is, just in front of us. But then like a big tornado will obliterate houses, and then you have to watch out for debris on the roads. So you can just hear the tornado sirens coming into view. Well, yeah. So let's see what the situation is. Oh, it's broken out again. So we still haven't really seen a good tornado. Let's do a little check of the town for damages. So the tornado's currently up here, so it's kind of passed through this way. So it looks fairly weak. And there's no clear sign of any damages. All the streetlights are still intact. So Tornado Research and Rescue, which is a different game, has a mode where you actually have to be the one to activate the sirens, and so your correct prediction will save lives and your incorrect prediction will like cause people to like become injured or worse. So yeah, it doesn't look like it carried enough damage to do any damage to the buildings. Real tornado sounds like an old... Well, people say different things, don't they? I suppose it depends on the strength. Oh, there is some damage. There you go. So there's a branch that's been put down on the road. Some people say it sounds like a jet engine, but yeah, I've heard freight train, I've heard steam train. And so this is the thing. So we've got some debris. Oh, and there you go. Damage to the roof there as well. So the roof tiles are damaged. And some tree branches are blown over, but no catastrophic damage. So there's an example of the damage model, even if we didn't see it happen. Oh, them clouds are still up to something. Alrighty, there is a chance, though. Man, I can't even see if that tornado's still in the ground. The clouds look angry, but I don't see any clear signs of a tornado. But then we're in the rear flank downdraft now. So there's just too much for us to be able to see. Let's head back down towards Eastern Falls, because either the chase is about to end, or there's potentially still another tornado in the pipeline from one of these two systems from the south. I highly doubt it's going to be the system over Bridgetown, because this chase has gone on for a long time, and they typically only keep... The chases only last for about 40 minutes. Truly scary at nighttime. You only see it when the lightning flashes, yeah, for sure. Or like power flashes as well. Tornadoes at nighttime are fucking scary. I remember seeing the one from the Jarrow EF4. I don't think it was the big Jarrow tornado, but it was just a lightning flash, and you can just see like the wall of the supercell. You can't actually see the tornado in that footage, but it's just like a monster on your doorstep. Okay, chase hands. There we go. Okay. All right, let's stop. Okie dokie. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna do a little bit of editing here. I take it I didn't... No, I don't think I did one here. Okay. So I think if we do like window capture, and we will make window the game, if we show this... Okay. Alright, hang on, I need to resize this. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to do this so that you guys can see when I put down a probe. So I can just like flick between them. Actually, I wonder if I can do it here and then you can actually see both. That's maybe not a bad way of doing it. Yeah, okay, that could work. That could work. Fine. So let's get that off, and then let's get ready for another chase. Cool. Okay. Leave the chase. Oh yeah, so here's our mission. So we'll back out of this one and we'll see our executive summary. So we earned 20,000 tornado bucks, mostly from our probe data. We lost 166 tornado bucks to gas and 117 bucks to that stop sign that I decided to obliterate. We drove 25 miles, 18 photos, 17 photos of tornadoes, and one of nothing apparently. 7 reports. I don't get any first bonuses because I'm not doing this online. And the strongest wind speed was 195 miles an hour, which I think puts it in upper EF3 territory, depending on what the damage is. So we can back out of this, and then we can claim our missions. Come on. It says 100%. Why is it not 100%? Yeah, I've seen / been in an EF4 tornado at night, and it didn't seem like anything until the lightning flashed. Yeah. Well, I'm glad to hear that you didn't drift. I'm glad to hear that you didn't. Okay, so we get 4,000 tornado bucks for that, and we get 8,000 tornado bucks for this. So that gives us a bonus. We are, of course, trying to save up for the ultimate shaggin' wagon. The Dominator. So you can buy a multitude of cars in this. You start out with this one for free. And then you can kind of get them and spruce them up. I can afford some of the other cars, but the Magnitude is the best one I can actually legitimately get until we get the Dominator. So I'm over halfway there. We're saving up. It would be nice to have like a Dominator that you could like do your own livery for. That EF4 was massive, yeah. Of course, I'm also... I should reach out to the devs sometimes, but like you can get decals on, so like the Northern Alex does a lot of cover in this game. Who else is around? Jeff, I can never pronounce his last name. Favignano covers this game a few times. Who else do I recognize? I've got Queso. Chibidoke. I've never seen them play this game, but they've obviously done it at some point, so I don't know, maybe I need to like beg, borrow, and butter up the devs to see if I can get my decal in the game, because that would be quite nice, because at the moment I'm just using one of the built-in decals. The Dominator is a legend tornado chasing car. Yeah, it is. I think they're also working on the TIV as well. I think they've also got permissions for that. They're just starting the 3D modeling for it. So yeah, you can customize some stuff, and you can also get actually practical updates for your vehicle. So like the bull bar mitigates the damage when you crash. You can smash your windscreen, so if you get like hail guards, it'll sort that one. The weather station gives you weather data within the car. Light bar does nothing. The antenna is good because it gives you the tornado warnings, because otherwise you actually have to press tab to receive them. This isn't functional, but I think they're trying to work on ways of getting the cameras to do something in game. And then of course your bobbleheads. Classic. You've seen the Dominator once, and if you don't know what it is, it would look terrifying. Yeah, for sure. It looks, if you didn't know what it was, you would think it was some like Black Ops like military vehicle or something. It would be terrifying. Yeah, you'd be right. Okay, I'm gonna go for a quick break while we load into the next scenario. Give me a couple of seconds and we will begin a new chase. No, I fucking didn't. You literally drove into his rear wheel, you dingus.
I don't mind watching a little show, you know. The other day I was watching the Blackwater Bank get robbed.
Yeah?
Yeah, and then it was weird.
Oh, yeah,
there it
it
is. There it is.
Stop shooting my friends and family! Ah! I fucking blew myself up! Wow.
It's come over for you.
Okay, they'll
Wait, what?
Yes.
I'm sorry? No, no, no! Oh.
I wonder, can we draw two with fire at once? No, we can't. Shepard was just so confident in the way she vaulted that wall and just fucking ate a bunch of machine gun fire. That was spectacular. Are you wearing a fucking Africa car hat? You are, you fucking dipshit.
What the fuck makes you think I know about the British in this war?
Africa car's German, you dumb fuck.
Fuck!
Dude, which direction is up? Whoa, Babisians!
She's in the airlock. Oh,
I'm dead!
I don't care.
No, that means I lose my gun, Tyler!
You'll get another one.
You are due me a gun, dipshit.
I'm the one who got you the fucking gun.
I'm aware, and you're due me another one.
I think he's personally trying to attack you, Astrid. Do you want me to take him out? I have this.
You're behind the bar. I can't see your fucking hands.
I'm so sorry. Let me show you. I have this.
oh my god!
Oh my god.
Or close your eyes, honey.
He walks like an old person. I bet his knees crack in the morning.
Wow.
That's a lot of grenades. Dark, but hilarious.
Oh yeah, shit. Well, you were a person. You.
Alrighty, we are back. Okay, so we're in a new map. Let's see here. So there's currently nothing on the field. It looks like we have a supercell system to the northeast, which is this one here. And judging by the anvil shape of it, it's probably going to continue going off the map to the northeast, so I suspect this one is not going to be of very much consequence. This one down here, on the other hand, looks like it might be a troublemaker, because the anvil is kind of coming over towards us. So I think this is going to be the one where we have to focus our attention on. From a distance, both of them are quite turbulent, with good areas of rotation. And you see a severe thunderstorm warning has just been issued for this one in the north, with the weather service predicting that it will continue a northeasterly track. Looking at the wider picture, the Cape picture, okay, there's not really much in the way of Cape in the east of the map. There is considerable so this is not somewhere I want to chase. But this one down here is where we want to focus our attention. We can see there's already quite strong rain cores forming in this system, particularly this one. This is a powerful supercell down here. In terms of the high-level winds, we have very strong high-level winds that are southeasterly. And then we have southwesterly. We have southwesterly mid-speed winds, so that is going to be some horizontal wind shear here. And then we have slow ground level winds that are southerly. So there is helicity and wind shear, so high and low level wind shear with some kind of components for helicity going on there as well. So this is where we want to be looking at the Cape picture. How big is the map? Well, let's see. So we started out here at the start, and we made it all the way to here with a couple of diverts, and that was 25 miles. So I think it's probably 20 miles by 20 miles. I did the diagonal, so 25 squared plus 25 squared. I ain't doing the math. Square root of that. But yeah, I think probably about... It's either 20 miles by 20 miles or 25 miles by 25 miles. Cool, right, let's get... Well, let's just wait and see what this does. Fine, and then there's a severe thunderstorm warning issued for here. I really do think this place to the south is where we want to be, so let's get to it. The only thing that's kind of making me wary is... Oh, well, there was what looked like the startings of another supercell over here, but seems maybe not. That is a decent sized map. Yeah, it does. It genuinely takes quite a while to drive across the map. Oh, that's not where I wanted to go. Also, since I got that working, there we go. I can see the chat a bit easier now. Yeah, okay. So, that is currently the plan. So, at the moment, we don't have anything that is big angry. So, let's make sure all of our apparatuses are correct. We're going to redo this one, and we're going to get our strobe lights on, our warning lights to indicate that we are a danger. Oh, I was right. There was a little start in the something over here. Huh. This storm system... Okay, actually, so this storm system to the north is about to go tornado warned. So what you've got here, you have the core of a supercell with a rear flank downdraft just here where the crosshair is. That makes this a rotating updraft, and that's based on the reflectivity profile. If you go to the velocity profile, you can see that there is a strong velocity couplet there. So the air here is rotating in and upwards into this way, and then it's rotating downwards and south this way here. So, you know, you've got that kind of rotation there. All it needs to do is kind of sink down a little bit, and then you've got yourself a tornado. So this is going to go tornado warned within 2 minutes, I reckon. Let's wait and see. There you go. And that's how you predict a tornado. That is how you predict a tornado. The only unfortunate thing is that it is not, I could chase it, but I wouldn't be able to chase it for very long. So if we look over, I wonder if we can, I've got a fucking moth in my room. I wonder if we can see, oh yeah, there you go. So there's a funnel clouds coming down now. It's too far away for us to be able to report. But yeah, so I was right. This supercell is starting to become a little something of itself. So it's using the last of the cape, because there's not a lot of cape over here. So, although cape is what drives it's what drives air upwards. So there is a bit of a barrier that clouds can't normally bypass until they have like cape. So convective air potential energy allows clouds to kind of break through that barrier and go high above until they get to basically the limit of the stratosphere, where they spread out, and then that's where you get that that classic anvil shape to big storm clouds. So generally tornadoes in weak areas of cape will be short, well, no areas of cape. It's going to be difficult to get that uplift. So I predict once that tornado gets to about here, it's probably going to run out of cape. Although the cape can, of course, like, evolve. And it's not a particularly strong noodle here. I just don't think my money's in this one. Oh, but my money's in this one. So that little system that's right in front of us that I kind of had my eye on, that's got a strong area of rotation to it. And we're in a good position to be able to intercept that. Oh, okay, I should probably stick to the road at least once. You're extreme... Okay, I wouldn't call it extreme knowledge. I have rudimentary knowledge. I have enough to get by. That's it. So I wouldn't actually mind trying my hand at real world storm chasing. I do some like storm prediction remotely, so like if I want to like practice my skills, I will look at real American weather data when the tornado outlook is looking quite high. So new tornado warning issues. So yeah, the reason why I didn't want to come up here is because you can see it's basically just going to go off the fucking map, and I'm not going to be able to chase it. But there it is. There's a little noodle. So yeah, I have proven that I can actually identify tornadoes before they are confirmed as observed, based on weather data alone, which is quite nice. Is that my microphone? It's getting a weird noise there. Cool, so I'm curious to see what this little danger area here does. I still think this storm system, well, let's actually evaluate the storm system. But this weird, hang on. That's weird crackling in my headphones. My cable is getting a weird amount of interference. Cool, so we've looked at this storm system, but we haven't actually evaluated it properly. So let's look here. So we have a severe thunderstorm here. There is a bit of a hook shape here. So potentially there could be some rotation going on. And there is, but it's not... It's green. Yeah, it's like, it's 10 meters per second, which is 2.5. So like 25 miles an hour, that's not very strong at all. So that's going to have to do a lot of strengthening. So I kind of want to keep my eye on this little system here, because this little pocket rocket here, it's, wait, hang on, is it this one? Yeah, it's the one to the south. So there's kind of 3 small supercells together. What's this one doing? It's kind of nice, like doing the tornado chasing from a distance where you can actually like see the storm system. So there's our little tornado over there. So there's kind of like, wait, hang on, where's my, why can't I? That's weird. Okay. Yeah, so you can see they're almost merged. There's one here and there's one here, and I think this one. So already you can see the rain coming down from this is quite heavy, and you can see the winds are actually quite turbulent at the lower levels. So let's keep our eye on this one. Oh, okay, it's actually 3 like supercell systems. Actually, maybe 4 to be honest with you. They're all quite small, but yeah, this one here is angry, and it is spinning. So this tiny little supercell is an angry boy, and you can already see the startings of a rear flank downdraft actually. So this is starting to take shape. So the velocity couplet is deep blue, so we'll call it 25 into red. So this is spinning at 30 meters per second. So 30 meters per second divide 4 is 12 and a half. So yeah, that's 12 and a half times, trying to do quick math. No, times 10. Yeah, times 10. Yeah, so that's like 120 miles an hour of rotation. So that's actually a lot of kind of rotational energy going on in this little thing here. So this is going to continue to strengthen if it keeps going like this. And does it have some cape to play with? Yeah, okay, that is getting angry. That is getting angry. And so the cape levels are low. You should look up the Joplin EF to... Yeah, no, I know about Joplin. I'm pretty sure it's IN at the end. That's how much I know about it. Yeah, I know about Joplin. I'm pretty sure the 2011 Joplin tornado is the one that actually hit the hospital. It hit a hospital, and it actually was still so powerful that it like rotated it. I need to check that now. Yeah, the Mercy Hospital of Joplin. So during the 2011 tornado, it actually rotated the entire hospital on its foundations by I think like 4 inches, which was enough to sever all power connections and all kind of like utilities, toilet, sewage, that kind of thing. So unfortunately, people who were in the ICU actually like died from that directly because of the tornado. That tornado's still chugging along. Like I say, I predicted it was kind of when it got to the hills over there that it would start to weaken and disappear. This looks like a high precipitation supercell, so that's a bit of a monster. And so you can see the rain core that we're looking at over here. So this rain core is actually kind of going to fuck us up if we don't reposition. This, I think, is the rear flank downdraft that we're seeing here. So what we need to do is we need to get ourselves in a good position to be able to see this. I think if we get onto the highway, that's probably ideal. We could get over there, but I'm not actually necessarily sure I want to... actually, I've got plenty of time to get that close to it. Yeah, it hit the hospital, and after it was done, the hospital had to be rebuilt. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Fine. So I'm waiting on this supercell system to the front. So remember, we had our eyes on this since before it was even severe thunderstorm warned. So if I'm right and this is getting close to dropping a tornado, and I really think it is, then yeah, that is basically... That's an example of how with more advanced knowledge of like weather patterns and tornado genesis, you can get yourself in the right position. Because like, remember when I started, I wanted to get down there and chase this system here. Oh, this is getting really intense. Holy shit. What's that velocity caput doing? This is getting ready to drop a tornado. This is absolutely getting ready to drop a tornado. And we're right next to a house, so if it hits here, these guys are fucked. That's just a shock, to be honest with you. Yeah, this is definitely getting ready to drop a tornado. So we want to keep south of the core of the storm, because we can see, like, there is the angriest hail you've ever seen in your life in the middle of this. And we want to keep our eyes peeled down here. I think we're going to go tornado warned here within the next 2 minutes. My prediction is that the potential for a tornado is going to be right here, where we're looking. So we're going to try and keep ourselves on the south side of the schlong, and we're just going to wait to see what this does. So I think it's going to go tornado warned this time. There it is. So there's the tornado warning. I am right in the path of it, which is exactly where I want to be. Let's get ready for it to form. So we've got good visibility. As you can see, if we'd gone further up this road, we would have been in the path of the core. And here is the funnel cloud, so let's report that and get some pics in. It's got quite a high ground speed, so we need to be quite careful with this. Your cousin lives in Joplin. She told me it hit so fast and hard that most of the time didn't have time to react. Yeah. So it's heading a little bit to the north. I need to be careful with this one. So the tornado's not on the ground at the minute. It does have quite a fast ground speed, though. So this is just a funnel cloud. It doesn't have to condense all the way to the ground to be considered a tornado, but we're looking for a ground signature. So you'll see debris and dust start to get kicked up. So we have a little bit of a note rope. It's kind of heading straight towards us, to be honest. Which is fine. We want to go a little bit further north. So after 1 minute, the tornado, or the funnel cloud is currently here. So it'll be here, here. So it'll be another 3 minutes before it gets us. And there is your ground signature. So this is officially a tornado. Even if, so this is actually a bit of a distinction between the UK and the US. So in the UK, because we don't have like weather data publicly available like this, it is privately available, and we don't have storm chasers. Everything is considered a funnel cloud, and basically it's decided on later. So yeah, funnel cloud is synonymous with tornado in the UK, but in the US, a funnel cloud is any kind of rotating, descending little noodle that has not yet made contact with the ground. And then it becomes tornadic once it has made contact with the ground. And even though it hasn't condensed all the way down, it stops about here, it is on the ground. You can see it kicking up dust, so that is a tornado. So it recently picked up a little bit of wind speed there, and I think already it's starting to occlude itself. So we can see by the rain core that the intensity has dropped significantly. So it might be actually trying to occlude itself already, but we will stand ready. So there's upper level winds trying to push it to the left. So I think we'll just linger here for a little bit and see what this little noodle does. Got quite a high ground speed though. Okay, I think it's trying to straighten itself out. Oh shit, okay, it's got a lot of ground speed. Okay, alright, let's get out of here. As a great man once said, chase it! Alright, let's see what we got. So here's the probe on the ground. So wind speed of 80 miles an hour. Closest pass, okay, we missed the direct intercept. Closest pass is 121 feet and 112 miles an hour for our intercept. So yeah, there you go. And we have touchdown, yep. So there you go. So there was a temperature difference of 5 Fahrenheit, a pressure difference of 32 millibars, and a top wind speed of 112 miles an hour from this little note rope. And there we go, a successful intercept. Not the strongest, but we'll still get points for it. This is like a drill bit, to be honest, because it's not particularly big, but it is pretty strong, I would say. We're going to wait a few seconds until we can report it again. So now we're in the rear flank downdraft, and you can see how obscured the tornado is getting. It's getting really hard to spot. So yeah, good call from myself, if I do say so myself, and I do. Alright, let's get the F out of here. They did a graphics update not too long after the game dropped onto early access, and the graphics update was a game changer, because initially you could just chase a tornado through the heaviest of rain and you could see it no matter what, but then they like really upped the scaling of the yeah, okay, that's fine. They really upped the scaling of the rain obscuring you, both in terms of the raindrops on the window and also the just a general kind of like loss of vision of being in a heavy rain cloud. And it made it so much more dangerous to chase tornadoes. And the way this game works is, so I have uploaded my probe data, which means I can use the probe again, but if I die, then I lose everything. So you need to survive. So as much as you want to take risks to get yourself into positions, you also need to think carefully about it. So because the tornado's high ground speed, I think I've already missed this intercept. So I think the tornado is probably about here, although the J-hook is quite weak. And I think the differential has dropped to about 20 meters per second, which would put it at about a mesocyclone of about 50 miles an hour. Did I do my math wrong earlier? 30. I did do my math wrong. Yeah. I definitely did some math wrong earlier. Never mind. God damn it. The only problem with this car is it handles like ass. I can't wait until you hit EF5 and those monsters. Yeah, so I don't think they have wedges yet. They're working, they have twin tornadoes. They don't have satellite tornadoes yet. They don't have multi-vortex. They don't have wedges. I think the next update that is planned will bring in multi-vortex and satellite tornadoes. This is still early access, but it's got a good development team. They do like monthly news updates, which is quite good. So this tornado is starting to weaken again, and it's got a lot of wind shear, which tells me it might be trying to occlude. The issue that I have is that the ground speed is picking up a little bit again, which makes me anxious. So a tornado is currently here, and now here. So in 1 minute it's moved. Oh god, okay. So I have less than a minute to get to this next intercept point. This might be a smidgen tight. Yeah, actually this might be too tight. I think it's already crossing the ground. Yeah, it's already crossed the road. Bugger! And so, quite like real tornado chasers, the nature of the map is quite like it's a challenge. And so you kind of face the point where like you're like, okay, well, do I take a risk and do this intercept and risk getting killed and losing all my points, or do I say no, I'm not going to risk the intercept, but then it goes to impassable terrain, and now I can't actually do anything. So let's take a pause here. So there's a new tornado warning issued in the south for Bridgetown, for a mesocycle. It doesn't look massively convincing. So blue into green. Let's see here. So blue into green is bright green as well. So that's 10 meters per second, which is 2.5. So yeah, that's only rotating. So the mesocyclone's only rotating at 25 miles an hour. It could still strengthen, but I'm not too concerned about that though. I'm just seeing some stuff on the edge though. It's a bit interesting. Let's go try and get into another intercept place for this. Of course, one thing I haven't shown off because I don't really use it so much is if I do this with the map, I can actually see it on my laptop, so I don't actually have to alt-tab. But I still do it out of habit. So this is what the laptop's useful for. So what we're doing... no, I don't want to be here. So what we're doing right now is a hook slice. So we're driving through the hook into the rear flank downdraft, and then we're going to do a bit of a core punch. Now, interestingly, this supercell has weakened considerably, and I don't actually see this tornado anywhere on this. But yeah, you definitely can get EF5. So yeah, sorry, I kind of glossed around your statement without actually answering it there, Triv. Oh no, there's a tornado. Whoop. Oh no, it's roped out. It's roped out. Okay. Let's see if it cycles. I think it's unlikely that it'll cycle. Let's get to Grassland Park, and we'll see what the script is there. Yeah, so I've definitely seen EF5 tornadoes, and so the definition of a wedge is basically wider than it is tall, and I think this game is quite poor for showing cloud height quite well. It attempts it, and it's definitely better than it used to be in the first iterations of the game in early access, but it still does a relatively poor example of it. So, like, the definition of a wedge tornado is it's wider than it is tall, and that never happens in this so far. The best you can get is like a really wide stovepipe tornado, and they can actually get quite strong. So we just did a core punch there, so as you can tell by the hail getting really heavy. Okay, I'm spinning it. God, you would think I was drink driving or something. Jesus. Alright, let's stop. What can we see here? So, we need to work out now if the storm system is likely to cycle. So there's kind of our area of interest. So yeah, I think this storm system is weakening quite considerably. There is still an area of rotation basically directly behind us, but the cloud base is actually quite high. Because, like, I can see white, basically, so I would think this is quite unlikely. Well, actually, I don't know. I don't know. Them clouds be up to something. Them clouds be up to something. We might end up seeing another tornado over here. We'll monitor it for a couple of minutes, because the alternative is quite a long drive away. There is another storm system coming in over here. It's not very turbulent, no. Let's see, if I was a tornado, where would I be? So this is a supercell. It still has a hook to it, but it doesn't really have the velocity couplet to back it up. This one, so if that's the core, RFD, rotating updraft. This behind us is where I think we might see another tornado in maybe 4 or 5 minutes time. So if I was in about 5 minutes time, see, that's rough, because I think the tornado might end up dropping about here and we're going to be out of position. So either it starts going really slowly or not. So if I was a tornado, I would be spawning about here. But let's give it a few seconds and see what the next update is. So in 1 minute, this moved all the way over here. So another minute over here. Yeah, okay. Fine. I'm unsure if this is going to drop a tornado or not. But I think if it does, we're going to be in a dogshit intercept position. Because it's going to keep going to the northeast and go off the end of the map. I guess we could get to Northdale, but I'm not particularly convinced because we've got no cape here at all. So, like I said, cape is an important ingredient for tornadoes because it can help drive that, like, wind shear. And so, basically, in a nutshell, wind shear drives horizontal rotation, and then cape, you get one end that's, like, pushed up by the cape, and that horizontal rotation becomes vertical. And so that's why when you typically see, like, tornadoes roping out, that's usually, like, when it has those long, prolonged ropes, it's because the cape is weakening, and so what was a vertical system because of that cape pushing it up, is going horizontal because there's not that same energy to uplift what is ultimately horizontal rotation. So when the cape goes away, the wind shear is still present, so the wind shear is still driving that horizontal rotation, and then you tend to get these long drawn out rope shapes as it weakens to nothingness. Yeah, so this has got no core to it. I mean, it does have a core to it, but it's not a very strong core. Let's take a refuel, because we've only got half our fuel reserves there. May 31st, El Reno was the largest, yeah. Was it 2.5 miles? I thought it was 2.7 miles. I thought it was touching on 2.7. New tornado warning issued, and it's for the Bridgetown tornado. But yeah, that was one where the EF system was kind of like put under scrutiny quite a fair bit. So in the UK, we are the only country in the world that uses the Toro system. But the Toro system is purely based off of wind speed. Again, because we don't have the same kind of people to go and like immediately assess damage all the time. So ours is based off of recorded wind speed alone, or estimated wind speed alone. Whereas in the US, it's based off of damage patterns. So you could have the strongest tornado the world has ever seen, but if it's only going over open grassland, it's never going to be an EF5 tornado. And ultimately, that's what the El Reno tornado was. I think it had a top recorded speed of 302 miles an hour, which is firmly in the EF5 like bracket. But the damage it didn't match up to that. I'm trying to remember myself. Would that be Toro 11? Or is it just shy of Toro 11? Let's see here. So Tornado, Toro 11... Yeah, so it would have been Toro 11. So it's one of the fastest spinning tornadoes the world has ever seen. But yeah, unfortunately it just never got its EF. Oh, Jesus Christ. That scared the pantaloons off me. Drew, how you doing? If a tornado hits a forest and the house, a no house, does it make any EF scale? Yes, Javus, yes. I'll get back to you after this. Hello, Drew. How are you doing? Let's belay our... There's no pause button in this, so here we go. Hey, how are you? I am good, thank you. How was you? How was you? How are you? How was your stream? Sorry. So after like 6 years on Twitch, I'm still learning how to behave when I get raids. You were playing The Witness? I do not know what that is. It sounds like an interesting experience. What's the game like? How was your stream, Drew? And welcome in, everybody. I can't actually see who came in with the raid. Is there a way I can sort that one? Oh, yeah, okay, that's fine. Sorry, I have two different chats, and one of them is not actually fucking helpful, but I need to use it. But yeah, welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. It's a puzzle game, and it was good. Okay. This is like a puzzle game, I suppose, but a practical puzzle game where you have to find tornadoes. An interesting experience, that is one way to put it. Well, welcome in, everybody. If you've not checked out Drew before, Drew is, Drew is a good friend of mine and a fellow kind of variety streamer. Does I think DBD is your main fix, is it not? But yeah. Good friend of mine. Nice warm community. Obviously, he's got his Drew. He's got his little dog emotes and stuff in his chat. If you want to go and check him out, I have put the Twitch link in the chat. Feel free. Well, actually. Oh no, that does work. Okay, I need to get rid of this. I need to get rid of this. Like I say, I have one chat screen which is slightly easier to see, and one that slightly isn't. Oh, hang on, where's that tornado warning? It's down there. Okay, we got a lot of driving to do. But yeah, welcome in, everybody. You're Poison, yeah, DVD. What is this you're playing? We're playing OutBRK. So OutBRK is a tornado chasing simulator, and it's kind of like, it's a kind of. It's quite a challenging experience because all it does is it gives you a bunch of like weather tools and basically says use these to go and find tornadoes, and then that is it. For newer players, it does give you these yellow boxes, so it's kind of akin to the US weather model where you've got a severe weather warning which indicates like the chance of like severe hail. Where am I going? Ugh, we're in the boonies. Yeah, okay. I don't want to go this way. I want to go east until that map pit and then head south. So there's a tornado currently on the ground north of South Bay. I hate that they named most of the towns after the cardinal directions. But yeah, so for newer players, it basically gives you these polygons to help you position yourself where you need to be. But for people who are experienced in kind of like meteorology and storm chasing, you can use the weather tools, and there is a lot of weather tools, and there's going to be more soon, to help you plan where to be. So I can do a lot of explaining if you happen to think I might be talking at my ass. I actually have 2 years of meteorology education. I took it as an out subject when I did my physics degree. So yeah, I spent 2 years studying meteorology here at university in the UK. and I do have a special interest in storm chasing. As I said earlier, I actually last year I took the time to hone my skills and used real world American weather like data, and I correctly predicted the presence of tornadoes about 5 or so minutes before it was confirmed by in-person witnesses. So, you know, I do know a little bit about what I'm talking about. For those of you who came in from Drew the Pug stream, I am a variety streamer, so this isn't what I play all the time. We did a little bit of Euro Truck Simulator yesterday, and we're currently doing a playthrough of the new James Bond game. So if you like simulators, nerdy games, and a little bit of story games bumped in there as well, then feel free to drop a follow for me as well. I love how me taking the drink at that moment just made that conversation just so awkward. How is the new James Bond game? I was thinking about picking up. It's really good. It was different from my expectations, without giving you any spoilers. I expected it to be like the Hitman games, the newer Hitman games, and to a certain extent it is, but it's not nearly as like free roam as the Hitman games that I remember. You're not fully free to go absolutely everywhere whenever you want. There is still a lot of freedom, and there is multiple ways to solve like a particular problem. But the way to think about it, it plays like a James Bond film, so it has to be a little bit linear. So it does have these like sprawling maps that you do revisit multiple areas twice. But usually you're basically given like a fairly open subset of the map. And then you have like several ways of achieving one objective. You do it, and then you move on to the next area, and then like rinse and repeat as you work your way through the story. The mechanics are good. What really impressed me was the characterization of... Oh, that's interesting. Where did that come from? That puts me in a bit of a rough spot, because I think this tornado's probably gonna fizzle itself out soon. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. I was blown away by the characterization. The way the characters all come together at various points. There's quite a lot of life to the characters in a way that's very endearing. So I've been quite impressed with the game. It didn't quite... It wasn't quite akin to my initial expectation. That's not a good thing or a bad thing, but it's just a little bit, you know, it's different. It's different, but it's different in a good way, and that's okay. Okay, we're already halfway towards this tornado, so we'll see if we can chase it, and then we can see about heading backwards. But I might have just caught myself between a dying tornado and the new tornado on the ground, because I have not been paying attention. Right, I missed something from Zyavus. If a tornado hits a forest and no house is there to be destroyed, does it make any EF scale? Yes, it does, Zyavus. So, technically speaking, even if it goes over open ground, it can make the EF scale, like, depending on whether the ground has been, like, uplifted at... Well, not uplifted, that's the wrong word, but, like, torn up at the surface. But yeah, so EF1, EF0 would be damage to branches. EF1 into EF2 would be like limbs of trees getting like snapped and like thrown clear of the tree. EF3 would be like the trunk has been snapped. EF4 is trunk snapped and removed. And EF5 would be that the root has been like scoured out of the ground. So yeah, it doesn't actually... Where am I? Oh, okay, hang on a minute. We're a bit closer than I thought we were. So this is we accidentally did a core punch without really realizing it. Now I'm somewhere I don't want to be. There's a little noodle. He's just... Ah, no! Car! Come back! No! No, not like this! Come back! Fuck. So you get if you don't put the handbrake on. God fucking damn it. Okay, alright, so we can't intercept down there. Don't really think I have much choice, to be honest with you. Okay, rest the voice box. Yeah. So there's the answer to that, Ziavus. Yeah, it doesn't have to hit a building to be on the EF scale, but the damage can be like skewed. So we Drift and I were chatting about hello? Oh yeah, that's fine. Drift and I were chatting about the El Reno tornado, which had top speed wind speeds of 302 miles an hour, which if that hit a town, 302 miles an hour, multi-vortex wedge tornado, that was 2.7 miles wide, if that hit a town or a city, it would have absolutely obliterated it. Like clear as day EF5 damage, but it didn't, and so because it didn't, it only got EF3. I think the tornado chasing community felt it so badly because for the first time in storm chasing history, some storm chasers were actually killed in that tornado chase. They were hit by a subvortice of the wedge, and unfortunately 3 of them lost their lives, which was a sad day for the storm chasing community. You were trying to make a tree falling in the forest. I was 50-50 on if you were trying to make a tree falls in the forest joke or if you were being genuine about it. I decided on the genuine. I missed something from Drift Goblin. Yeah, there is an EF6. I don't think there is. I'll need to look that up. Hang on, let me see where that noodle's doing. Oh, noodle. Yeah, okay, we can't intercept that. That's unfortunate. I don't think the EF scale actually goes that high. I know it's talked about quite a lot, but I don't think there is actually, because it's based on damage and not wind speed. There has to be definitions for what meets EF6 criteria. And yeah, there is no criteria for EF6. So there is no box to tick that would make a tornado EF6. If it was wind speed alone, then yes, theoretically. But yeah, unfortunately it isn't, so. Like the Toro scale is. So the Toro scale considers anything 300 miles an hour and above a T11. Like theoretically you could, because I think it's like banded in like 30 or 40 mile an hour segments. I was just looking at it as well. Let's see here. So yeah, it's a banded in like 30 miles an hour segment. So you could, like, if there was ever a tornado that was that strong, you could argue that if oh fuck, oh, got debris on the road. You could argue that if a tornado got to say 340 miles an hour, you could say that was T12 rather than T11. But that's basically because the Toro scale actually follows a formula. I think it's a derivation of the Beaufort scale. So you can use that to calculate what Toro number it is. So yeah, there has never been a tornado, as far as I know, that's gotten faster than 330 miles an hour, but theoretically anything above 330 miles an hour would be a Toro 12 tornado, and so on and so forth. Righty, I'm a little pissed off that I've kind of damp squibbed this chase. Alright, since we have some new friends in, shall we go find the garage? We'll go to the petrol station in Easter Falls, and we'll call an end to this chase, and we'll start another one, so that Drew and everyone else who's never seen this game before and might be a little bit curious how it works, you can see how it works. From somebody that does have a little bit of understanding about the weather processes that are behind the game. Highway to Danger zone. But yeah, Drift, you can see about the scale of the game. So we've been doing this mission for, I think, about 45 minutes now. And so you see the amount of driving that there is to it. So yeah, potentially it is 25 miles by 25 miles. I'm sure it'll say somewhere, but I don't know off the top of my head. But it's got this nice variation between desert environments and so you've got like the deserts of the northwest and the west. You've got the warm bay of the south, and you have the mountains. So I think this is supposed to be like, you know, like the new tornado warning issued. Really? Do we want to go up here? What does this look like it's doing? No, we'll start again. We'll start again as a new chase. Any state, USA. It's kind of. Do you know what it's kind of like? It's kind of like the Red Dead Redemption map in some ways. Drew the Puck, you gotta vanish. Apologies for the raid and run. No, not at all, Drew. Not at all. Gonna do all your prep work for tomorrow and have some rest. That sounds like a good plan, Drew. Thank you so much for the raid. And yeah, have a good rest. Have a good rest. Hope to catch you around sometime. Alright, let's get these window wipers off. If they ever add a setting in that adds like window wiper squeaking, I'm not gonna be like happy. But yeah, this is kind of like the Red Dead Redemption 2 map. So like this is your equivalent of Saint Denis and Lemoyne down here. This is your like northern Lemoyne, kind of southern Appalachians kind of area. And then you kind of, I guess we don't really have like a Coulter over here. And then you've got like the plains, so like the Heartlands, New Hanover kind of area. And then you have your New Austin. So it's kind of trying to replicate almost the same slice of America that the Red Dead Redemption 2 map is. And by the way, could you imagine with like the quality, but also like the graphics of like Red Dead Redemption 2 if there was like a tornado mod for that? That would be outrageous. When I played Red Dead Redemption 2 on my own, I remember just like looking at the storm clouds, just like hoping to like see some like severe weather phenomenon, because it looked like there's so much life to Red Dead Redemption 2. The storm clouds like honestly looked like they just wanted to like drop a tornado. Very impressive game. If they had like a tornado chasing game for that, it would blow my mind. There was a mod for GTA that did something similar, but unfortunately it was very difficult to optimize, and so it was incredibly graphically intense. So didn't really like fit the bill there. Okay, let's begin a new chase and show all you fine and wonderful people how the system works. I'm gonna go fetch a drink while we are loading into this new area. So we only got 7,000 because of the lack of intercepts, and we spent 177 on that on fuel, but we didn't crash. No damage. Hell yeah. Okay. Fine. Let's get through here. So yeah, I'll throw you to a couple minutes breaks. We'll load into the other thing, and I will show you how this works from the onset. Give me a little second, folks.
Why?
Fucking forgetting that the game started.
Putting the right choice on you, but she's probably doing it with the right intention.
Wait, what the fuck? What the fuck is happening in this?
He's like genital lice, he just keeps coming back.
Oh god. Jesus Christ.
Okay for the feather, so I don't have to worry about that. Oh god.
Coming in hot.
We are making a pass at Charlie's house.
Give him hell!
Well, I want it. There you go.
Did you just slap him with the steak I just cooked? You motherfucker! Stand up. Body slam again. Yes. Go in the lava. Yes. We fucking did it, boy. We fucking broke again.
Take him down!
Get fucking shotgun, motherfucker!
Target is down.
The way he just fucking flew to the wall. Oh fuck. Bruh. What the fuck was that? On the chairs. Come on. Take. Dead. Ah, the tape shot. Alrighty, we are back, and I do wish I would. Cool, let's get ready to go and chase some tornadoes. Drumroll, please. Aha. Okay. Oh. So it looks like we have the tail end of a Dretcho situation. So whereas a supercell is a single contained, like ball of storm, a Dretcho is like a big line of storms. They can be quite prone to what's called spin-up tornadoes, which are short-lived, hard-to-predict tornadoes that sometimes are, but quite often aren't mesocyclonic in nature. Alright, let's set up our shaggin' wagon. So we'll get the strobe lights on to signify the danger that we are. And let's get the window wipers on because we're already in the thick of it. So, interestingly, we have quite a strong core here, but I think the stuff that's coming in... I think this stuff is quite interesting here. So there's quite turbulent air here at the beginning of this little supercell here. I think we are going to see this strengthen and maybe merge over Prairie Hills and then become a strong supercell over here. I don't even know if I want to chase. Well, actually, what's the velocity couple like in this? Okay, so there's a little bit of rotation going on here. A little bit of something. Let's look at the wider picture, though. So the wider picture, we can see our surface level winds are fine for the most part. The Cape map is actually very strong, so there is a lot of Cape. Now, you can see a clear hole punch here from the rain core of this storm. But actually, what is interesting me, really, is the hole punches of these. They're starting to form, and also over here. So I am not sure this will probably drop a tornado, but it'll be difficult to intercept because it is going to go southeast off of the map. This is going to be much more chaseable, as is this. But let's look at the wider situation once again. So the high level winds, we have... Okay, quite strong high level winds here, here, and here. That's fine. Actually, no, well, they're not strong at all. They're quite weak high level winds that are westerly. Well, not westerly, but they're coming from the west. Let's see here. So there really isn't a there's not actually a lot. There is minimal high level wind shear. Let's look at the low level. I mean, there's helicity, but there isn't... I actually think the wind shear of this map is quite limited. So as I said before, wind shear is the driving factor for tornadoes. So I think the tornadoes we're probably going to see here are going to be quite weak. Quite weak, but long-lived, I would have to say. Okay, let's start the engine. Now the question is, where do we want to go? So I am interested in this hole punch that's happening here, but this does look like it's trying to take a little bit of shape. So there's a weak supercell to the north that does have a hook shape with some rotation. Okay, let's try and get here. I think this is going to be the clearest place where a tornado... So, Dretchos are always hard to chase because there's always so much going on in so many different locations that makes it very, very challenging to chase. I should have went north. Fuck it, I'm committing. Actually, no. Fuck it. And brake turn! Oh, yeah, look at that for a car. Hell yeah. Flame decals and everything. Yeah, so, yeah. I don't think this game quite has spin-up tornadoes modeled in yet. I think everything is mesocyclonic, partly to make it a little bit more predictable. But Dretchos are, in real life, very dangerous, purely because there can be such, like, differing wind speeds. So, like, to give you an example, there was, like, a couple of things down here that had just a little... Oh, actually... Ooh, that's... This is tickling my fancy. If I make this choice, I need to make it now. Okay, Cape situation is pretty strong all over. So these supercells are strengthening. So as I said, over Prairie Hills, my prediction was that they were going to get strong and merge. Already, we've seen the southernmost one merge with the center one here. And there's a good... Let's just see what this update is, this weather update, and then we'll see. Because I might want to go south to Prairie Hills. What's that looking like? It's turbulent. And this is getting ready to drop. Fine, we can always circle back. We can always circle back. So let's get to... Oh, do we go to Northerndale or Lost Flag? Yeah, fuck it. We'll get to the motorway and we'll make our decision there. Or alternatively, I'm just gonna keep off-roading. Yeah, okay. That's fine. My indicator on? Oh, I do. Alright, let's see if we can do it this time. Yes, there it is. So you can scam the game mechanics, so it doesn't... Oh, there you go. Tornado warning. Yeah, okay, fine. I had a feeling that was coming. I still think this is going to do something, though, above Prairie Hills. But let's chase the tornado that we have. Well, we don't know if we have it yet. So it's north of Northerndale. I hate that most of the towns are named after the cardinal direction. Like, I have a clip that's, like, really funny. It makes me laugh every time I look at it. But it's like, okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go north to Eastern Falls. And then we're going... No, it's like, we're going to go north to Eastern Falls. And then we're going to go west from Eastern Falls. And it was just like, such a stupid thing. Alright, let's see if we can see it. So we've got good visibility. Yeah, okay, we can just see the startings of a little funnel cloud. Also, the police aren't a thing in this, so you can go as fast as you want. So we can see the little itchings of a funnel cloud up there. We're just going to ignore the fact that some of the terrain hasn't loaded in. I see a little silhouette of a tornado. Scarabouche, scarabouche, everybody get to shelter. Actually, that's a good point. Why don't I have the driving tunes on? Are they on? Hell yeah, they are on. Driving tunes! Alright. Ooh, it's actually gone tornadic, so we can't actually see where it's on the ground, but that's fine. Fine, so we have a confirmed tornado and we can't intercept it at Northern Dale. So we're going to join the motorway and we're going to head to Lost Flag Village and see. Alright, here we go. Do I need to turn up here? Where am I? Yes, we do. Yeah, once you get used to it, you can really scam the driving mechanics to avoid using your brakes. It's quite funny, to be honest. Alright, driving tunes. I had 2 vibing streams in a row. I do not see the tornado. Oh, yeah, okay, I can see a little bit of it. So for me, it's now what we refer to as rain-wrapped. So it's going to be difficult to spot. Well, actually, it's not rain-wrapped at all. I'm just in a different... fucking hell. I'm just in a different supercell. What I wouldn't give for a fucking lane assist. Also, exactly what I said. North of Prairie Hills, they were going to merge together. Look what's happening. Like I said, I may have some experience in this. I just like this being the only area of my life where I'm ever right about things. Cool, so this is probably going to strengthen now that 3 supercells have emerged. Alright, let's drive. New tornado warning issued. Ooh, interesting. I didn't identify this system at all. Okay, interesting. Interesting. This tornado actually looks like it has the potential to be quite strong. So the mesocyclone is bright green into pretty much bright... Call it a difference of 35. So 35 divide 4 is near enough 9. So 90 miles an hour. So the mesocyclone alone is nearly at tornadic speeds. Oh fuck, no, I want to take that turn. I hate these fucking 10 layouts. That's a lamppost. So although the tornado is not large, the mesocyclone is quite powerful. So it has the potential. I'm surprised by this. I wasn't predicting particularly strong storms for this. Because the wind shear is not good. Yeah, so your tornado's probably sitting about here. I don't think we're going to get an intercept on this. I love how it says good even though I can't get this. I can't actually see the tornado at all. Yeah, I don't think we intercept this. I think it's already out of bounds for us. I think we would need to have committed to this a bit sooner. So, we're now within the tornado warned area. We can see the ground signature of the tornado. In a couple of minutes, we are going to get clear of this supercell that we're under just now. And then we'll get to work out what we're looking at for potential intercept. I don't think that's safe to intercept. So we're going to have to hook slice it. So hook slicing is when you jump through the hook. You jump through the hook and into the tornado. It usually offers better visibility than a core punch. But it's still incredibly dangerous because any sudden changes in direction and the tornado's in your... Actually, hang on. Where are you going? Oh, actually, changed my mind. This might be jobs on. This might be jobs on. Yeah, this... So the weather center is predicting a deflection to the southeast, which I think we have achieved. My only worry is, how do we get out from the tornado and fine? Never mind, it just deflected hard right. No, no, no! Not again! Son of a whore! No! And it's kind of roping out anyway. Fine. Okay, so this tornado is now not chaseable. There's no roads that we could deal with that with. Curious to see what this does. Let's see how this system's looking, because I think this is trying to strengthen here. So if this is the core of our supercell, this is a baby rear flank downdraft with a baby rotating updraft. And there is a little bit of a velocity couplet. It's not strong. You're looking dark red. Yeah, okay. So it's only about 30 miles an hour of rotation, which isn't very strong. Oh, yeah, tornado completely roped at it. Maybe we get on the motorway. Let's go see what this is doing, to be honest. Let's head back to Lost Flags and get on the motorway. So if I follow this up... Yeah, okay, let's just keep following this road. Alright, let's head. So now I think we are... Oh, new tornado warning issued. We're far. Interesting! I didn't see that coming. Okay, okay. We're in a good position to intercept this. So we're in the core. So we're gonna have to do a core punch to get south of this. But if we get to Lost Flags... I still think this tornado up here is the stronger of the two. But, I mean... Oh. Well, that's not going to help our bank balance. Yeah, I still think we have a good opportunity to maybe get like a cheap intercept here. We'll see. Also need to make sure that tornado hasn't come down again, because that would just be my luck. Immediately get killed. Okay, round to come. Ah! Ow, that hurted it. It's fine, it's fine. Health bills are not included on your tab. That's something you don't need to worry about. Okay. So once we get around, once we get back onto the main road, we should have the visibility to see a potential tornado. We've been kind of caught on the back foot with this one, but positionally we're in a good place. Ah! Oh wow, we threaded a needle like a motherfucker there. Holy shit. Oh, hang on, I see a little bit of a noodle. Noodle. Let's head down into Lost Flag and see. We might actually refuel in Lost Flag and we'll see what the script is. Alright, let's watch this little note rope and see what it do. Ooh, okay, it's got a bit of size to it. So it's got a little bit of oomph to it. So let's head down onto the we'll refuel and head onto the motorway because I think it's still going that way. New tornado warning issued. Really? Behind us? So that is the dregs of that supercell. Interesting. I don't want to chase that though because it's going towards Mountainton, which is an absolute cunt to try and intercept a tornado onto. But yeah, so tornado spawning there, tornado there. Let's just see what that does, to be honest. So at the moment it doesn't actually look like it's doing anything. So from here, actually let's refuel while we're doing this. This is stupid. Why are we parked here? Okay, refueling. Let's get, oh. I'm trying to ain't got no tornado with it. So the tornado has roped out, unfortunately. So once again, our best opportunity is to head west from here and see if we can intercept the other one. God, we're still currently interceptless. Which is a bit shit. How is this tornado doing? It's strong, it's strong. Fine, I think even if this does do something, intercepting it is going to be absolutely bollocks. So I think we just get out of here. I think in a couple of minutes that is probably going to, I don't know, I get paranoid. Oh, hang on, no, there is a funnel in there. Okay. So that one over here did actually drop a tornado. There is still potential for this to drop another tornado. But I think there is a monster to the west of us that I want to be in a... Ooh, in funnel cloud. Wait, where is that? Is that this one? Because I think that's actually a tornado. We'll take a minute and see if we can get a report for it being a tornado. If we can, great. If not, then we'll just carry on. Like I said, we know the tornado's here, but this is a nightmare to intercept over. And now it's a tornado, so we can report it in there. Yeah. Okay, it's going to be a challenging intercept. We have better options with this storm system over to our west. In the end, oh shit, okay, oh, hold on a minute. So this one also went tornadic with a relatively weak looking tornado. We're in a bit of a shit intercept position for this one. So let's go and get this track that is over here. I do need to core punch this slightly, which is slightly awkward. I'm just waiting for, like, me to turn around and something drop right from where... No. Okay. This one's going to expire. There is a relatively so-so tornado down here. It doesn't have a strong velocity couplet, but this one is fairly strong, so let's just get over and into an intercept position for it. So bright green into mid red is 40. Yeah, so that's a mesocyclone of 100 miles an hour. So that, like I said, the mesocyclone on its own is pretty much tornadic. All right, let's go ahead and see about some driving music. As we punch through the rain. Yeah, that's angry. That is angry. so as we clear this storm system, we'll get better visibility towards the next storm system over here. Hopefully it should get us into a position where we can intercept it. So I think we're coming off at the next junction. Yeah, we are. So at the moment it's still I think once we're at the junction, we'll maybe get some better visibility of it. Okay, here we go. Junction coming up. See the signs. I don't see it, but then it's still probably about 10 miles from our position. Let's just take a stop here and see what we can see. No, it's just artifacting. No clear sign of it at the minute. I think this system here is getting ready to produce twin tornadoes. Assuming the first one hasn't cycled. Okay. Alright, let's get ready to go. Let's get ready to rumble. I wish it would paint the dirt roads like red or some other color, because having them brown on the minimap, I know you can't really see it. If I do this though, you'll see what I mean. Like, it does not look like I am driving on a road on the sat-nav. It's very, very hard to see. Why is that? Why is what? Why is it hard to see? Brown on brown is hard to see. Boop. Yeah, like, it looks like I'm just off-roading. But dirt roads aren't red. Well, yeah, but also you need to see the roads. Otherwise, you don't know where you're going. I have genuinely lost out on so many intercepts. I've lost out on so many intercepts because I haven't realized that a dirt road connects to somewhere. Like, it's not so bad while you've got like a weather overlay on, but like try and spot the country roads over here. Like, you know, where's a good example? Yeah, so at a glance here, you would probably not realize that, like, there's a road that kind of comes down. Is the probe unemployed? The probe actually hasn't been used this stream yet. I don't see any sign of this tornado. But then we are still quite a few miles out. Ah, okay, that's why. It's no longer gone tornadic. Fuck, this is another one where we've just been in the wrong place for every single thing. Dretchos are a challenge because, like I say, there is just so much going on. We could go back to the storm system in the south. It doesn't look particularly angry. Let's just reevaluate this storm system here. Alright, quiet time. Drift Goblin, thank you for the hydrate. Okay, so there is still good rotation going on. There is a strong core with a poorly defined RFD. I think this supercell is in the process of merging with this one, so I think that is what's probably caused the tornado to rope out. So either this is going to gain its independence and re-strengthen with another tornado over here, or we're going to see the core migrate probably over here with a new tornado and RFD coming down here. Let's just monitor the situation because I don't want to get onto this road because then the tornado will be coming down right on top of me. And that is, as they say in the industry, not entirely bueno. New tornado warning issued. Very interesting mix of wind directions. I don't think I've ever had this in a scenario so far. Let's see what the evolution of this did. So 10 minutes ago we had a singular system here with a tornado there. And 2 minutes later, singular system, hook, tornado. And then you can see it's kind of like the hook shape is like lessening. So this is definitely the reference of the RFD, but you see there's no core strength here anymore. So unless this re-strengthens, I don't think this is going to do anything. Your car doesn't have anchors, does it? Nope, it doesn't even have a handbrake sometimes. Let's head back to the motorway junction. I need to see evidence that this storm is going to strengthen again. Otherwise, I don't see this. So the RFD is folding kind of westward into this oncoming, like trailing supercell. And it's either going to tighten and re-strengthening, or it's just going to fold. But you can see the velocity profile is actually starting to drop quite considerably, as are my driving skills, apparently. Okay. Let's wait and see what this update says. There's a little something something in this, actually. So, I'm not sure. So if this is an elongated RFD, I'm not sure if we're maybe looking at a tornado here, or possibly here. It's up to something though, it's up to something. If it re-strengthens this time, we'll stick with it. Because if it re-strengthens, I probably think the storm system is about 4 minutes away from dropping a tornado if it re-strengthens. If. Otherwise, it's going to be a bit of a damp squib of a chase again. It's tightening. I'm not convinced. Yeah, I'm not convinced. I think this unfortunately might be a bit of a damp squib of a chase again. We might get to a gas station and try again. I'll wait and see what this system does before I commit to this. This looks more promising than this does. This area behind us might end up to something. We'll wait 30 seconds and see what happens here, and then we'll make a decision on what to do. But these storm systems are too far away. I can't be bothered. I can't bother chasing them down. Either this one drops a tornado, or we'll start again. We'll do one more for the road. This was going to be my last chase of the night, but we'll do one more for the roads, and then call it a night. Interesting. No, it's this. So the thing is, this is turbulent air, but this isn't really organized rotation. This is starting to organize a little bit again. What does that look like? No. So, You can have turbulent air, which is going every which way, but that's not conductive to tornadogenesis. It needs to be organized rotation. Alright, let's go the British way to this place. Okay, let's do one more chase, and then we will call it a night. So, I'm going to preempt calling it a night by just saying I go back to work after this. So that means it will be 7 days until the next stream from me, unfortunately, a minimum of 7 days. Just because of the nature of my work, I can't stream on days that I work. And yeah. So, because of that, yeah, this is the last time you will see me for a week. And when we come back, we are probably going to be playing, well, I can say we're almost definitely going to be carrying on with our 007 First Lights playthrough, because we're very much enjoying that. Part of me wishes it gave you the stats of the tornadoes that you missed. I think it's one thing that tornado research and rescue is quite good for. Tornado research and rescue actually shows you the strength of the tornadoes on the map. Now, I don't agree that the similar thing would work in OutBRK, because then it would be cheating to know exactly where the tornadoes are. But it would be really cool to, like, after the chase was done, have a little map to actually see exactly where the tornado went, how wide it was, what its top speed actually was. Alright, we bail. Leave chase. Confirm. So we gained 2,000 points, but we lost half of that because of all the crashes that we had. And we lost 122 damages. We took 1 picture of a funnel cloud and 7 pictures of a tornado. We made 5 reports. I don't know why it still has wall clouds in this, because you can't report or take pictures of wall clouds anymore. And we did not deploy a single probe. Imagine that. I honestly hate Dretchos. When I play this on my own, I'm quite bad for, like, seeing a Dretcho and going, let's restart. 100% means 100%. Let's go! Come on! There we go. We have, however, driven 100 miles this stream, so I think we can claim our prize. Sorry, 100 kilometers, which is 62 of those miles. Fine. Alright, one more for the road. Here we go. Here we bloody go. Okay, let's throw this up. Fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars. Yeah, okay. How are we doing? Coming on. Okay. Alright. Fingers crossed it's a good one. It's not great. Ooh. Ooh, that looks angry. That looks angry. Okay. Let's see what it is we are looking at. Okay, so in terms of the wide picture, ooh, there is quite strong cape. There are some interesting looking rain cores at Grassland Park, west of Grassland Park, and west of Westport. I think this is quite interesting. The fact that this is a very high cape area. That's a very high cape area. In terms, well, let's just wait and see what this does. Boom. Yeah, okay, that's okay, this at Westport, that's very turbulent. So what you have here, so we have purple. Ugh. So what you have here is air that is moving upwards with a catastrophic rate of speed, and air that is plummeting down. So this is my first prediction of where I think a tornado is probably going to end up. So we'll get on that in a minute. Fine. So high level winds, we are looking at quite strong southwesterly winds. In the mid-levels, we have fairly slow southwesterly, so a little bit of horizontal high-level shear. And to the south, we have almost dead southerly winds. So we have strong low-level wind shear throughout the map with a component of helicity. And yeah, okay, that looks angry. Ooh, that looks angry. Let's head over to this. I think we want to be down here. Here's Ville. That's a bit of an irritant for getting to places. I think what I want to do. Let's go through the town of Bakerville. I wrote a little story because I got an amazing chase where we stuck with a tornado that actually tore through Bakersfield, causing like quite significant devastation. So I actually sat with the enhanced Vegeta damage guide and like tried to work out how strong the tornado was based on the damage that I was seeing. That was a cool little thing. I think it's still up on my website somewhere. But yeah, that was fun to do. Part of me wishes, and I know because it's like server hosted, that they can't do that, but like they can't let you just like sit in a server that's never going to like spawn tornadoes. But part of me wishes at the end of the map that you could just like assess the damage, and like I don't know, it'd be quite an interesting little thing to see. A cool little bit of RP, if you will. Alright, this is the road that we want to be on. Yeah, because if I remember the story right, we got absolutely thunder cunted by a tree here, and like we had to just stop and wait for the tree branches to stop flying as it took out that main street that we've just driven through. So this is almost a Dretcho-like situation as well, because it's quite a long system of 3 merged kind of supercells. Yeah, been some buggeration in the Bugger Nation. This, yeah, oh, that's getting angry. That is getting angry right in here. Right in this little thing here. You know, I think we have the potential for twins. I think there is potential for a tornado here and a tornado down there. Looking at the... Okay, I need to stop. Looking at... Yeah. Okay, maybe it's not a strong potential, but there is potential. There it is. Okay. Interesting. It's a bit more south than I predicted it would be. So it's in this little nook here is where it's predicting the tornado, right in here. I actually think there is still potential for twins. Just depends if that comes to fruition or not. Ooh. Hello. I'm not where I'm supposed to be. Okay, we're gonna core punch this. This is gonna be a nightmare to intercept because we need to get like down here basically. Yeah, this is gonna be an absolute nightmare to intercept because we actually have to core punch 2 systems. here we go. We're in the core now. Our visibility is doggy shit. I'm gonna take the off-road approach. There we go. That works quite nicely. And so now we are core punching out of this system to core punch the second system. So we're gonna get the squawk noise. There it is. So because we're core punching, you can see the sky is black. We have no visibility. We could be driving. Oh, that's a problem. That's a problem. That's a car! Ow. Well, we crashed. I apologize for your earlobes. As I say, there's two things I'm good at, and it is making funny panic faces and screaming. Okay, now we need to try and spot this tornado. Wow, that is a heavy core. That might be it, you know. Oh, no. Oh, I saw a lightning flash. I thought I maybe got a glimpse of it. Yeah, I do. It's there, right there. Can we see it? No, not really. Okay, I can kinda, yeah, there, okay. I see it, I do see it. So on the ground, it's maybe about, like 20 meters wide. I think it's heading mostly down this way. This is starting to take shape though. I do think this might try for twins. There he is. There she blows! Optimal, that's not good. An armor only says optimal. Yeah, that's a strong core. Ooh, I think we might see twins. Okay, starting to come into view a little bit more now. It's heading backwards. I think within the next 5 minutes you're going to see another tornado warning up here. Where are we going? Still going off to the behind us. The trouble is this is putting me further into like the core. Yeah, like I cannot see anything. I can just see like the stem of the tornado. It's too dangerous. I can't actually take that risk. As much as I would like to get an intercept down to show you all. It's like real close. Oh, I think it's roping at... Yeah, I think it just roped at. That's unfortunate. We're in a bit of a dog shit position here. Okay, the tornado has roped out. There is a very strong chance this is about to cycle. So I think what we'll do is let's get ourselves up onto this road here. So we'll take a right. So we have to be fast with this because if a tornado comes down now, it is going to come down right on our heads, basically. And it is going to be completely rain wrapped because we are core punching twice. One minute there might be a new tornado warning issued. This didn't actually amount to anything, unfortunately. Okay. Ah! No. Okay. That was a bit of a steeper turn than I thought it was going to be. Okay, they've let the tornado warning expire, so they're not expecting anything further. I still think we get onto this road and see what the script is. Because at the moment we can't see anything. Yeah, okay, so the storm system has become very turbulent. I think here, if this storm system is to produce another tornado, it probably is going to be here, but it might be too far from the core now. It looks like the supercell is trying to split. Meanwhile, this storm system here is actually very interesting. Because it already looks like it might be trying for an RFD. In fact, actually, it's so interesting. We're going to turn around. Because I think that system there is going to go to tornado warned in the next 2 minutes. Yeah, okay, let's go for it. So, yeah, there is a tornado warning there, but we would need to tornado punch to get into it. So I think the core of the supercell of the tornado that we were just chasing has become the RFD of the other supercell and now become a merged system. Let's actually use our brake pedal effectively this time. See if they add like dynamics where you can aquaplane. I am fucked. I am absolutely fucked. But I still think this is, yeah, there it is. New tornado warning. Okay, 2 tornado warnings at once. So not quite twins. Okay, so we need to go back to our first position. So I think we stop for fuel here quickly. Because the next garage is a little bit awkward to get to. And then we'll try and get ourselves in an intercepty position. And then we will take it from there. Okay, so stop we are. Let's get some fuel. I take it we can't see anything. Yeah, this guy is way too turbulent for that. Cool. So the tornado is right in here. The mesocyclone is actually quite strong. It's quite wide though is the only thing, but we're done there and we're on the clock to intercept this. So let's go. So what we need to do, come left, first left, and then just cane it until we can get to here. Alrighty. So this system looks like it's fairly slow moving. Yeah, okay, I think we've probably got about 2.5 minutes until the tornado reaches that intercept point. So we're core punching now. So we have no visibility. So you can see the danger of a core punch. You're driving towards a tornado with no forward visibility at all. But we're going to clear the core. And we will be looking... Okay, it's a dirt road, that's fine. Oh boy. Didn't quite mean to fishtail there. So we're going to clear the worst of the core momentarily, and then we should be able to get eyes on a potential tornado, wherever it may be. Don't really see it. New tornado warning issued. So that one up there has... Ooh, I don't see it. Oh, did it rope out already? That's really disappointing. Wow, I said I wanted to show an intercept, and I ain't getting one. I ain't getting one. Okay, let's try and work out why has it... So it's roped out. There is still a strong velocity couplet, so this might be... Oh, hang on. That doesn't bode well. Oh, the report was... Oh, this is not filming with confidence. So it says there's a tornado right there. And this is the RFD hitting us now. I don't think there is, my guy. Let's get out of the RFD though. Let's try and get onto this road here. So it said, oh no, okay, there is a tornado. Okay, interesting. Ah, we need to make a decision here. Wow, we got so lucky with that though, because that tornado was above us, directly above us. I didn't realize it got so close to us. I fear we're gonna struggle to keep tabs on the... So this is a big wide open space, which is gonna be really difficult to intercept over. Especially with it being in the hook. I'm not gonna risk the hook slice. I don't think I can realistically. I think what we do is we head over to Fort City, and then we just watch the tornado, see what it does. Hopefully it stays on the ground long enough for us to get an intercept. It's going into a high cape area, so hopefully it'll retain enough fuel to keep itself on the ground. But yeah. We got lucky there though. We got hell lucky there. If that tornado was still on the ground and we were where we were, we would have been dead. That would have been it. It would have been game over. Fatality. Okay, so there is the tornado. And it's not massive, but it's alright. And it's already crossed that road, yeah, so we would have never done an intercept. So we need to get approximately here. So we need to get to Fort City and then past Fort City, and then we'll see what we do. I need to like quick bind the window wipers. Okay, here's Fort City here. Oh, new tornado warning issued for up north. Up at Mount... No, that's a post. So for Mountainton... can I report that again? Nope. Yeah, okay, fine. So we'll take this road and then we'll head west. No, well not, we'll head east. And we'll just try and get into a position to do this. Although the ground speed of this tornado looks like it's kind of stagnated a little bit. Low ground speed is kind of problematic for tornadoes because it will use up that cape. It will not have that same fuel available to it. Tornadoes can be in the same place for a while, but it's not necessarily conducive to them, like, growing necessarily. Oh, hang on a minute, I just had a big wind change to the south. New tornado warning issued, so for Prairie Hills. Ooh, that looks like it's going to cut through the center of Prairie Hills. How bad is it? That's a monster. So I don't think we'll be able to see it this far out. Oh no, we can actually. Really hard to see, but you can just see it. Okay, so it's not. It's about the same size as this one. Oof. Man, that's got ground speed. Holy shit. Okay. So when a tornado gets quite ropey like that, you have to be careful because that tornado is being affected by winds. Boom, boom. Yeah, so I think we're looking maybe about here for an intercept point. Okay, so that's a really strong but drill bit tornado, so hopefully it doesn't affect too many houses. Like I said, I don't know even with the contrast of streaming if it came. Oh wait, a fence. I need a fucking driver. I need a driver while I check the fucking maps. I'm a liability. So yeah, I think the tornado's here. Okay, I think it's still heading towards us. Let's just take a little examination of the facts. I was trying to rope out. So it's no longer condensed all of the way. It is weakening really rapidly. And it's gone. So where do we report it? So the tornado seemed to detach from the main base. Oh, well, actually, no, that's behind the scenes. Okay. So let's be on the lookout. How are we looking overall? Meh. The mesocyclone has weakened quite a lot. Let's just look for any potential next tornadoes. So tornadoes cycling can be instant, or it can take quite a while for our system to cycle. So with this new update, it looks like the RFD... Okay, so it looks like this is going to be the next area that a tornado is going to come down that we're looking at just now. I'm not necessarily seeing anything. And that's the other thing about tornado genesis. Just because the system looks like it should be able to produce a tornado does not necessarily mean that it will. New tornado warning issued. Okay, we're in a bit of a dangerous spot being right here. Because my visibility is starting to be blanketed by the RFD. What's the game plan, Hibble? I think the game plan is we get on the motorway and we maybe try and see what this storm system is all about. Because this is going to cycle or it's not. Either way, I'm going to struggle to intercept it where I am. So yeah, let's get up to that motorway junction, because either it cycles and it produces another tornado and then that's fine, or it doesn't cycle and then we can go and we're in a good position to chase this one here. Either way, I've got no intercept for an eastbound tornado spawning above me. Back on the road, Hibble. I'm not convinced there's not a tornado here. I'm really not convinced. But the winds are getting quite a lot. So the RFD winds are about 53 miles an hour. That's a strong boy. Ah shit, we're gonna have to core punch. That is, as they say in the industry, not good. And the tornado warning has been allowed to expire, so not predicting another tornado here within the next minute or so. Man, I'm not having... I'm making some good predictions, but I'm not able to get the intercepts from them, unfortunately. That's unfortunate. Ow. And if I don't get an intercept, I'm going to lose all of my money to crash damage. That's interesting. Okay, that's a cool feature. Yeah, that other tornado is so far advanced, I'm going to struggle to catch up with it, I think. The ground speed of this storm system is actually really fucking high. Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Oh yeah, I'm driving music. I have no idea what I'm listening to. Ah yes, that makes sense. So yeah, this one that is at Prairie Hills is our only tornado warned storm on the field just now, although there are 3 with potential. I still think this is re-strengthening. I think there's a bit of potential in this still. That's unfortunate. I just lost control again. I'm tempted if we get the chance to head back to Prairie Hills to see what the damage is at Prairie Hills before stream ends. But let's work on an intercept plan. Let's take the British approach to the American highway system since other cars don't exist. So by the time we get to the next junction, we'll have an idea of what this storm is doing. Either we will do a reciprocal... Well, actually... I think this is going to be hard to chase now. Okay, new plan. New plan. Let's get down here, because I think there's going to be another tornado north of Bridgetown. So as we can see, you have the core over here, and you have the RFD here. The RFD is taking on a good, quite strong velocity couplet, so I think we're gearing up for a tornado right where my mouse pointer is. Meanwhile, this tornado is going to be difficult to intercept, because if I stay on the motorway, I have to get to Eastern Falls. And in the end, I have one opportunity to intercept it, and if I miss it, it's gone. And we know that this system has an incredibly high ground speed. So let's hedge our bets on this system to the south. I think this is going to go tornadic within 2 minutes. So we'll see if it does it this tick. No, I think next tick it's going to go tornadic. Yeah. Well, I don't know, it's getting turbulent in here. I don't know, We'll find that. We'll find that. we core punching? Yeah, kind of. Alright, we're up to 120 of God's own miles per hour. Alright, let's go. I'll try and keep it on the road this time. I tend to be quite bad for not. Oh, never mind, hit a stop sign. Oh! Alright, let's look at what we're dealing with here. So, we've had one more tick and we've not gone tornadic. So this is the last tick for my prediction to come through. Yeah, that's a tight... It's a tight hook, but it's a trailing RFD. Normally you're looking for an advancing RFD, like it's called the J hook. So imagine a J, you kind of want it to come down this way. Still has a good component though. Fine, so my prediction did not ring true. But there is now no tornadoes on the field. I still think this is our last chance though for tornado. So let's get somewhere where there's clear skies. I still think if it's going to come down, it's going to come down about here-ish. So let's get to here-ish and see what the script is. Cool, so I think we should clear the system about now. Which we have done. There's a good couplet there. Ugh, maybe I need to be a bit further down this road. So maybe here. Well, let's see. So this is the core of the couplet, and it's here. Let's go back one, so here into here. Yeah, okay, that is where it looks like the next tornado is gonna be. Probably down here, so let's try and get to here. And we'll wait and see what this system does. That's too far down though. This is like... It's on the very edge of the J-hook. So normally when you have like a hook shape, you're kind of looking for the middle of it. Having said that, it does look like this has become the principal core, which would make this the RFD, which would make this the rotating updraft. Potentially? But we haven't got the chase end sign, so... The expectation is that another tornado is going to drop at some point. Yeah, I thought America was known for its grids. Why are we keep getting thrown off road? Right, let's... We'll stick with our original prediction. My only concern is that the system is now so close to us that if a tornado does come down, it'll go funnel cloud first, and then it'll go tornadic basically on top of us, which is big risk. Haha, what a surprise! Okay, so... Oh my god, that is so fucking risky. So it is predicting it like literally right behind us. Funnel cloud. Oh yeah, we do. Yeah, right on top of us. There it is. There it is. Right, I can't safely intercept that. Oh my god, it's got ground. Okay, we need to go. If we're going to intercept at all, we need to go now, because we need to get over to this road post haste. All right, hang on. I need. Come on. Let's get some night core. If you've ever seen Murder Drones, you'll recognize this. It's like edgy night core. There it is already. It's so west. Holy shit, this is so fast. So in 1 minute, it's gone here. Yeah, we need to just haul ass. You need me. Crowds, we move them. Fine. What we'll do just now, though, let's take a stop. And let's grab that. So that gives us the idea of the direction. That's a fucking hard intercept with how fast that storm is moving. Holy shit. And it's already there in that short time. What was the previous tick? So here to here to here. No, I don't think there's any way we make this. I think our safest bet is to go for this next road and get an intercept about here. I think that is the only thing that we can do for this. Because although it's not particularly big noodle, it's got ground speed for days. So I think in a minute, it'll probably end up being about here. Because it's level with me and yeah, like, Jesus, that is fast. Damn, son. Remember, kids, tornadoes are not these slow-moving monstrosities. They can move. I think the fastest recorded tornado ground speed is like 100+ miles an hour. They can haul ass. Okay, actually, it looks like it slowed down a fair bit. Alright, let's head up into the danger zone. So tornadoes in here. So I think it's deflected northwards a little bit from our initial report. Noodle. Little noodle. Cool, so we'll get there before the next map update. Oh, that's unfortunate. It's fucking cornfields. Cornfields are not good because they block visibility. Oh. No, okay. Back that way. Fine, okay. So the tornado, that's a strong J-hook. Alright, let's just head back this way a little bit. Need to be mindful of the fact this has a very strong ground speed. And I can't see the base of it because of the corn. Oh, you're roping out already, you coward! Son of a whore. That's frustrating. We're actually in a good position for that as well. Yep, it's roping the fuck out. And that's it, it's gone. And chase ends. No intercepts! I wanted to show an intercept and we did not unfortunately get an intercept. So, there we go. That is that. That is unfortunate. So we gained 3,800 tornado bucks, but we lost 6,900 in car crash damages. So we gained nothing, nothing at all. It doesn't take it away from your balance though, so that's funny. That is funny. All because we didn't get a pickup. If we got a probe down, then that would have been enough points to cover that. But that is unfortunate. Just by new storm chasing Corolla at that point, yeah. Yeah. Unfortunate. Alright. That brings us to the end of stream. Sorry that it was a shorter stream than usual. What time? Yeah, that's fine. Sorry, it was a shorter stream than normal. Like I say, I was out visiting my family, and my family can talk, so it ran quite a fair bit late, which is why I made the decision to do something a little bit different today, rather than continuing on with James Bond, which I feel like we wouldn't have really had the time to do that justice. I go back to work, so that is going to be my next stream, probably 1 week from now, give or take a day. So hopefully you can join me then, when we will continue our adventures. Let's see if anyone else is on OutBRK. Because all of my friends who are around are playing different games or have been raided recently. And are you gonna load? Are you gonna load? Come on, Twitch. It's just not doing anything. Aha! Okay. Fine, so there is only 2 streamers. Let's see who we have. We'll make a raid for them. So we're gonna raid somebody else who is playing OutBRK. I think is Shanshibl. Let's see here. Somebody Alright, we're gonna go for a raid on Dabbed Out Gaming, who is half an hour into their stream. They're midway through a multiplayer chase of all things. We've not visited them before, so we'll be on our best behavior, and we will show them some love and support, continuing the OutBRK action. As I said, we are going to be streaming again in about a week's time. But for just now, I'm going to say thank you all very much for watching. I will see you all next time. Bye!
What you doing over here, buddy?
That scared the Kentucky Fried fuck out of me. Holy shit.
I drank so much soup.
In fact, you know what? Don't die.
Come on, you gotta get up.
I love the amount of times that I can help people by setting them on fire.
Don't make me bust out the harmonica. You're a wanker. Okay, I'm
Oh. I can't see shit.
Yo, we gotta go get. What do you expect to change 14 minutes later? What do you expect to happen? The sun is just. Oh yeah, there.
Oh, fucking penis! Oh my god, I was not ready for that cunt that just suddenly appeared. You can say if you want to, you can fuck a hooker. Oh! Oh my dick! Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw it. You sidestepped behind the door and killed him through the frame.
And if it does, we could be looking. Am I stuck? Am I? Oh, it's a lamppost. RT? RT! What was that? Nah, they didn't jump. Can I shoot from here? Oh, I can. This is banging.
What do you need from H3?
What the fuck, Hibble?
Hibble, why?
You dumb bitch, what did you shoot?
Hibble, why?
The crosshair looked like it wasn't pointing at us, but I must have.
Did you use the fucking explosive crossbow?
Of course I did. I use it for everything.
Why?
We have
St. Thomas Ground, carrier 8781 with information outfit, ready to start.
Becky, let me smash. That's exactly what that voice fucking thing is.
Okay. We've got plenty of ammo. Anyway.
Didn't enjoy that either.
Yeah. Hi.
I need your help. I knocked it out.
Jesus Christ! Taylor?
Surprised him though.
You can keep your head on. Don't grab me!
No, no!
I got fucking grabbed.
Let's chance it either way. We gotta get the hell out of here
some
fast
shots
now.
into it too, Tyler.
Oh, hi.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you were that close. Yeah. There's nothing
Oh
that
my
way.
God, no
That's...
fires our shot, but it's working. I can make it work on the sand. Oh God,
You know
brace.
where the like the worm just came up from, Tyler?
Yep.
I was on the other
KJ.
side of that. So
No,
I didn't see that you
KJ!
were
No!
fighting a
Stop!
Oh God, sorry.
Jesus.
I lagged and didn't see you. I'm sorry.
That is the most frantic I've ever heard you scream, Hibble.
I know the fear. Oh God, I'm about to get retribution. Fuck.
Who keeps throwing it?
Jesus fucking Christ, Ryan.
Fucking home run. My God.
Upstairs. You knocked me fucking upstairs.
Stop.
Man, that's a hole in one. Ah! Fuck! Fudge! Can I have my shit back, please? Where the fuck did you come from, you fucking... Cheese it! Why is everyone so sure she's gonna die? It's only the fucking Geth. All they are flashlights. No, not flashlights, fuck. They're flashlights with legs and arms. That's a little slip of the tongue there. We're not gonna talk about that.
Alright
Yeah, I keep forgetting it's your machete there. Yeah. I thought you were just happy to see me.
No.
Alrighty then.
We're not flying. There is very clearly an aircraft on the runway. You see the flashing lights and the red and white coming towards us? It's getting closer. I'm not even sure why it's here. Oh, brother. Ah, okay, that's no bueno. This is no bueno. This is very no bueno. Okay. Alright, well that was a bit sketchy. Well the runway is clear.
Get fucked.
We said
Ah, damn it!
Oh my God, they look at who's talking.
Yes, they did.
They
What
Sorry.
the fuck? I came back like 30 seconds ago to chaos.
Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry. Okay, I didn't mean to scream in your ear, but
Yeah, what happened was Taylor looking at someone who was talking and then immediately turned, looked at fucking Sneak, and went, "Ah!"
Are you just leaving KJ behind?
You motherfucker! I can hear you, you son of a bitch!
Ray, I'm
I'm back.
Korean, I'm very sorry. I don't know if you're.
Oh, no face!
Holy fuck!
Jesus!
Can we beat up No Face?
No.
I think we leave.
Oh, I already have the truck starting.
I don't know what our options are. We're just gonna eat it. It's not good. Oh lord, it's not good. Oh, tell you what, you put your second portal there. Ah! Okay, that was a mistake.
I suffered for this art. I don't see why I should.
Basically, and so if you oh, there we go. There's our first bug. There's our first bug of the new train sim world. Oh, my brother! Look at him! Look at him! He's riding the struggle bus down there.
Extraction ASAP.
Wobba Beeziets! For a brief moment, I'm part of the asteroid! Oh god, where am I?
Jesus.
Oh god, where am I?
We need to unfuck the
See, me exposing my fleshy member helped.
Oh,
Stop saying fleshy member.
Why?
Who the hell let you in here?
Get out of here. Go. Go now. Get out of here.
Just followed him the fuck back in. That's amazing. We woke up one of the other ones. Alright, let's maybe keep some ammo here. Oh my god, look at the gun on it. Look at that fucking shit. Oh god. Oh god. What the fuck?
Oh no, no, oh no, oh no, everything's gone horribly wrong. Okay, I'm okay. Oh no, you okay?
What just happened? Jesus, cunt nuggeting Christ.
You coming?
No.
Alright, now.
Zoe is having a bad time, and I am farming kills. Oh shit, I just clapped her now.
Wow, nice job!
she just walked in front of me and I headshot the bitch. I'll try and hold here. Whoa! Oh, holy shit.
Oh, I don't even remember going to bed, Hibble.
Well, I mean, you fucking passed out on the couch. It was great.
I don't even remember that.
Oh yeah, you were asleep! Of course you wouldn't!
I said careful with the tower.
What tower?
That tower.
That tower, yeah, no, I get you. I get you, man. That is entirely my
But how can you love and hate?
Oh, it doesn't have to be you that loves them. I'm sure somebody out there's got low standards.
Alright then.
Well, I've beans this up, haven't I? Well, I'm just gonna leave. I've already ruined this.
Thanks, Dak.
There you go.
Thank you.
You've had your freebie. Right, are we ready? Are we ready for the flesh?
Are you ready for
tunnel?
Tony Hawk's Pro Flesh Tunnel?
Tony Hawk's from fucking clipping that. Oh no, I went down the wrong tunnel!
So he's still alive then?